Hey, hey. So I'm gonna try this layout where it's just full screen. So we'll see. I don't think uh the chat is gonna block the text. So I think this is fine. I mean, if it's like I can't if it doesn't look correct, then I guess like we go back. Well, the problem is the Streamlab chat bomb, but that's I mean I can make it smaller, kind of, to avoid that. Yeah, I could just do this. Let me see. Yeah, like 3 lines is good. Okay, so I was thinking I don't think I actually I don't think I actually like saw anybody play 4 because I don't remember anything from 4. I feel like I've seen like 5 and 6. Have I? I don't remember. But yeah, so this trilogy this is like we're starting with the part 4 basically, but this is the trilogy. In the last episode of basically the 5 or 6, bro, I don't remember, but there's a case that's the end, but uh like it's supposed to be kind of the finale, but there's a special episode after that. But that episode walkthrough is close to 12 hours. So that is for sure like at least like 17 hours gameplay, which I don't know if I could do, to be honest. It's probably not worth it to do it in one go. So we'll see. But yeah, I've checked that it's basically the longest case in anything because in like Great Ace Attorney, there's like a case that's not the finale, which is like close to 9 hours, which still will be passing the 12-hour mark. But yeah. uh yeah. Yep, we do it for first. I like this UI page. This looks so many more pixels than what we used to have. This looks like Ultra 4D. I mean 4K. Oh wait, I remember this. This was like I think it is in this part. I think it was maybe in this part. Spoiler alert, but I remember there was like those like like clues or like solve. I think there was one that was like you need to like check under their armpit or something. I think it was this part. It's something in the 456. So I think yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in this trilogy here. I just don't remember. Yeah, it's this thing where you like zoom in and see like their like micro movement to be like, oh, you're lying. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember which one is. Maybe 4 or 5 then. Actually, probably 5. I feel like I know a lot of. I feel like I know a lot of stuff about 5 and 6. I don't have memory of 4. Okay? It might be in 4. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, and then look, it even like shows you like you could go through like like all the points. Like I like jumped in through like the middle, just yeah. Also I guess the cover of these are also nice. Yeah, I have no I don't remember anything from like this. Oh, I don't think I ever saw anybody play 4. What do you mean plat? What do you mean plat? Bro. Ronosuke, I love him. Even though everybody likes what's his English name? EP name? Bruh. I need to. What's his name? Oh yeah. Kazuma? Everybody's like, oh my god, Kazuma. It's like Edgeworth basically. Platinum on PS. Oh, you mean like there's like what is it called? Achievements of this game? Actually, can I go back? Wait, title. Wait, can I see the 5 or 6 or no? Oh, I think we have to go through order now. Game selection. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's like you have to beat 4 before you beat 5, I guess. What do you mean? How long does it mean? First case is always tutorial. But it seems like for 4, the cases are either like 4 hours or like it could be like long. Actually, I don't remember. I don't know. Wait, where's the longest case? Let me look at the walkthrough really fast. Is it 4? Maybe it's 4. Okay. No, it's not 4. Yeah, it's 5. Is it 5? Oh no, it's 6 then. Yeah, it's 6. It's like basically the last chapter of 6. Like fucking 12-hour walkthrough, bro. So it'll be will not be there. But like yeah, for 4, it's like tutorial case is like what 4 hours, and then like case 2, 3, like I don't know 6, 7 hours, which is like pretty standard, like pretty standard case hours. Yeah, it's 4, right? Yeah. So 4 should be 4 is not like extremely long, I think. In terms of like how long it is. The colors for are so good. I'm already amazed by the title screen and everything here. Let's go. Ah, look. Okay. Oh. I have an artist. Okay. This is the killer. Spider. Oh. Dead edge. Eek! Eek! Oh. Seems to be in a bit of trouble. Something like that. Dead. Dead edge! Someone hit him hard. Me? Please. The cop should be here any minute. I'm in your hands. Did it come to that? Okay. Some of the plot point of 4 are never explained, but I still think the game is good overall. What do you mean plot points? Yeah, so since I just finished like investigators, like I do understand why people say like I mean, first of all, 2 is better than 1. 1's finale was just dragged on. 2 was okay. Um but I think like the general consent when people like talk about like the like entire series is like 3 is just peak because it was built in a way where it was supposed to be the finale. And what's the problem with like I guess 4, 5, 6, or I guess like 6 particular is like Phoenix already had like his growth, but then like they still kind of have to do stuff to him. But it's like you're just doing stuff for the sake of doing plot. Okay. Yeah, I don't feel like I've seen 4 because I don't remember much about 4. I know like the biggest plot point in 5. Because I like the MC. What's her name in English? It starts with an A. Athena? Is it Athena? I like her even though a lot of people hate her. And I remember gameplay of like questionable gameplay or plot, but yeah. I mean even like the was it wait, is it 6 or 5? But like the biggest I'm not gonna spoil for people that don't know. Like, I know the biggest plot twist. That was kind of like, okay, I did not see that coming, and then I don't really like you pointing out the foreshadowing in the beginning. I don't remember, so yeah, we'll see. I already know what it is, so I'm not gonna spit it out and be like, oh, I know, because I already know, but I'll pay attention to it. Yeah, okay. But yeah, I'm just saying in general, like 3 is peak. Like there's like, objectively 3 is the best, and I guess like AI too. Yeah. I mean, also great Ace Attorney because of the plot. Panic, palm sweaty. I can't admit it. I'm nervous. Good morning. Yeah. Good morning, sir. You look tense. The justice wound up tight. Wound up? Sir? No, I'm loose. I'm fine. That stretchy noise, is that your voice? I suppose it's to be expected. Your first trial, and it's a homicide. I guess justice doesn't start small, eh? I'm fine. Got up at 5 a.m. to do my Cores of Steel voice workout. I'm fine. That explains it. I did detect a certain raspy quality to raspy quality to your screech. Overdid it again. As you know, your client today is a good friend of mine. Wouldn't want to let him drown if you get my drift. Yeah, we know the drift. I know the drift. Any if I was hella hype is what I'm thinking about. I think what I'm thinking is end of 5. Yeah, end of 5. I think it was end of 5. You know what I'm talking about. No, it's no spoiler because I feel like there's an exception on that where it's like if I say it, everybody's gonna be like, oh. Like it was a shock when I was like, oh, okay, I guess. Yeah, I think it was ending on 5 because 6 was like the spiritual thing that a lot of people didn't like, and then the prosecutor was like the least likable prosecutor, I guess, from the entire series. So yeah. I mean, there's people that don't like Apollo, but he's fine. Like, I know there's more people that hate Athena because of like, I don't know, her personality, but I love her. Also, actually, since like I'm full screen, maybe it's better if I make the type black. How do I do that? Filter. Can I do color? Color correct? Does this work? Oh, yes, it does. Okay. Yeah, this would work. Black Girl was so good and funny to me. I don't know their English. Yeah, so for people that are new, I watched. I think when like 5 came out, I started to watch like gameplay of other streamer. Oh my god, everything is black. Okay, I don't know if I want that though. even the icons are black. Okay, I guess I can't change it. Unless like I have to change it on stream. Yeah, that actually bugs me. But I was saying what I was saying? Yeah, so I watched streamer played. So it was like what? It was Japanese voice acting, but it was Chinese subtitles. But it wasn't official. They didn't have official Chinese yet. So, but I basically that's why I don't know their English. And then I never played this game. Like any of the games I never played, I watched other people play. That's why I know certain plots. But that was a long time ago. Okay. Hit save. 中文字幕日语配音。哦，对，我看了可以改，但是我没有改，那就听听英语配音好了。Yeah, also I know like you could change the like you could keep the subtitles, but you can like have like JP voice acting. But I didn't. I just did both English, which is I think default. Yep. Okay, it works. But yeah, like the voice acting is basically just like "Iayadi, e objection." I mean, that's basically the voice acting, and then yeah, I think that isn't those like sometimes they have the cutscene, right? Is the cutscene also in English? Do they have it dubbed? I don't know. 这还好吧，他 objection 其实也还行吧，还好。我觉得中文就不行。Drift gotten, sir. I'm all over that drift. As it happens, I dine within the night of the murder. Yeah. We can't let this gay fall through. Yes. I'm fine, sir. One more thing. Don't say you're fine quite so much. People might take you the wrong way. I'll be preparing our case. Might want to introduce yourself to the client. Okay. My name is Apollo Justice. I know. Wang Yixi. If it isn't clear enough, I'm a new attorney. Yes. And today is my first trial. Not that I'm worried or anything. Defendant has been accused of murder. Surprise, surprise. My boss wants to help him out, of course, and so do I. I mean, there's no way he did it. Not him. No way. Yep. Whoa! Good morning? Good morning is all up to you today. First trial nervous meeting him. Cardiac arrest? I think I'm supposed to say something. Help? Who's that? This is, Phoenix. You're fine. I'm fine. Oh, Mr. Fine, is it? I didn't remember you having an odd name. Well, we're off to a great start. You're okay? I mean, Graven is a top-notch defense attorney, and he's your friend, so why? You'll see. Huh? You can do it. Be confident. I'm really sorry this happened to you. I mean, it's time, shall we? Yes, sir. Bum Phoenix? Yeah, Bum Phoenix. You saw Swallow us? Okay, I need to focus. First trial, here comes justice. Oh, this is like the soul shade. Court is now in section. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Be nonchalanted and hope at the same time? You could! What do you mean? The defense is, fine. I mean, ready, Your Honor. Mind going blank, don't panic, act too late. Your name was Mr. Justice, and this is your first trial? Yes, Your Honor. But I'm fine, really. Are you quite sure? Your voice sounds a bit strained. Mr. Graven? Yes, Your Honor. I was under the impression that you would be heading up this case. That was my intention, yes. However, defense attorney must always see to his client's wishes, and my client specifically requested Mr. Justice. Well, of course he wants justice, but to entrust his case to this greenhorn, why? I do not exaggerate when I say that you're the best defense attorney in town, Mr. Graven. Okay, so Graven's got trial experience, fine, but does he have course of steel? Then let's begin. The defendant may enter the courtroom. Don't you know Ace Attorney characters are all hot? This is truly an unfortunate turn of events. I'm sorry you had to meet again under these circumstances. Long and no see, Mr. Right. Look at this, Papa. Let's put the past behind us, shall we? These days, I'm merely Phoenix Wright, piano player. Mr. Wright, how could this have happened? I won't speak of it further then. The prosecution would be so kind as to explain the charges. Mr. Payne? Payne still had here. To think this is like the what is it in English? Ahoge? This thing on the forehead. I saw you enter this room a fresh attorney, and now I'll see you leave in chains. I'm a player. Ah. Winston Payne. Subtle? Subtle as ever, I see. A piano player? Yeah, piano player. Amen. The crime occurred at the Wall Street Bowl Club, a Russianian? No, Russian. Russian restaurant. But defendant Phoenix Rice took the victim, a customer, and hit him. Wham! On the head. Smack. Killed him cold. Customer at the restaurant, you say? And the defendant, you said he was pianist of the club. It says Phoenix Wright, a pianist. This is the weapon that took the victim's life. A bottle of grape juice. Okay. So wait, I still need to know. Did they like censor this? It's the same like in investigations on the plane. It was like, oh, these are like grape juice instead of wine. I'm like, this is the this. I don't think these are these used to be grape juice. No. Grape juice is apparently our defendant's drink of choice. Court assessed the deadly bottle as evidence. Deadly bottle added. Oh, they made text like bold. I don't know. Did they censor it? I feel like this is censored. Something to know. Just this. All evidence is filed. Yeah. We practice with checking it frequently. Bro's hair is so smooth. I know. Confident in your ability to handle this. Yeah. Sounds like it's time for some hand-on action. Victim was a customer at the restaurant, but just who was this? Shadi Smithville? It's actually grape juice? Okay, they didn't censor it then. Maybe in JP they had to censor it to make it PG-13 or something. Like it could be already like I guess censored. If that makes sense. Villain key. I know we have Shadi here. We believe he was a traveler, Your Honor. Traveler. According to his passport, he had been out of the country for a number of years. Backpacker? He had only returned to this country recently, though his place of residence isn't clear. He has some sort of connection with the defendant. That too is unclear at present, Your Honor. I believe they first met at the boat club on the night of the crime. If they had only just met, then why murder? Perhaps the victim slightly slighted the defendant's piano playing? That doesn't appear to have been the case. No, the motive had nothing to do with the defendant's lack of playing skill. At least not piano playing. I'll let this photo explain what I mean. Okay. No. This is tutorial. Tutorial can be 10 hours. Okay. As we can see, a game of poker was in progress at the scene of crime. Wait a sec. Isn't poker gambling? That's a crime in and of itself. Indeed. It appeared that our defendant has fallen to become the basest sort of criminal? Objection! It is true that a defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim, yet it was only that, a game in the purest sense. A competition, Your Honor. A competition? Yes, a test of wits, a silent clash of passion. Only the cards, their backs, red and blue flame? No, its final outcome. Come again? The cards on the table have blue backs, Your Honor. Believe the defense was waxing poetic in an attempt to mystify those present and impress women. That'll be our first order of business here then. Find out more about this fatal game of cards. Very well, defendant. You will testify to court about the poker competition held the night of the crime. My pleasure. This is it, my first trial. Here goes nothing. Witness this one. I'm a pianist by trade, yet I can hardly play at all. My real job is to take on interested Customer over at the poker table. The room where we play and the competition in there are the club's main attraction. The rules are simple. We play a game of poker using 2 decks of cards. That's all it is, a game. And our customers are happy. Yana internet and defense right, Your Honor? I first crossed an examination, no bullet. Are you alright? You're studying bullets. Bullets? Where? It's a figure of speech, Justice. Your voice sounds strained and raspy too. Raspy? My brain feels strained and raspy, sir. Watch me perform cross-examination many times. Though you'll never done one yourself, have you? Care for a refresher? What should I ask? Oh yeah. Why not? I want to see dialogues. Better safe than sorry, especially this early in the game. Just teach me. I know nothing. Indeed, your job, Justice, is to be mindful. Yep. Look for inconsistency in the testimony. What the court tells you. When you found an inconsistency, that's when you present the conflicting evidence from the court record. But didn't hear anything strange at all in the testimony now. Gaslighting, I need to press the witness or what? BS, impression gaslight to press him. So the fact that he's a remarkable man, hold you back, get more information. But is it Mr. Right client? Well, think you can do it? Yes. You better, or are we going to have a problem? Remember, find any inconsistency, any lies in testimony, and reel them to the court. That is cross-examination. Learn it, know it, do it. Inconsistency, lies, Phoenix Wright. As if Phoenix Wright would never lie, it's up to me to prove it. Let's move again. Okay. Let's go across. I know, 4-1. I'm a pianist by trade, yet I can hardly play at all. Press! Plus? You can hardly play? Well, I play sometimes. Customers demand it. So I play them one song, that's usually all they want. Was that supposed to be a boost just now? The title of pianist is a respectable face I wear for the role at large. Yeah, BSing to the way, BSing all the way to victory. Then why are you really at the club? Okay, that was nothing. They pay you just to play poker? That would seem to be the case. I'm a professional, after all. Do I detect pride in that statement? It's just hard for an honest, hardworking member of society like me to imagine. Yes, your imagination was always a bit limited. What's that? What? I played poker for 7 years in that little room, and I've never lost once. What? You see why the customer come now? They want to get ass whooping? Defeat the undefeated poker champion. Quite a draw. That is quite a draw. But you never lost once, not even one time? As I said, I'm a professional. Play poker for 7 years and not lost once? Is that even possible? I just cheat. Room in the crime scene photo is an attraction. It has quite a history, actually. The club used to be a gathering spot for black market type back in the day. Black market. All in the past. Things like the black market are only on a silver screen nowadays. Suffice it to say that there were a lot of deals being made under the table. Right there in that room. A smoky room, gambling goods, you know. Just looking at this picture makes me feel bad. The boss gathered around the table cutting deals safe from the eye of the laws. Meanwhile, a goon? He's watched through the small windows. And practically picture it now. That window does look like it would be good for keeping a lookout, but a little less. The room had a few other tricks to it, though it was common knowledge for our regulars. At any rate, they come to play poker in the room steeped in history. Despite the dark past, it was all just good, clean fun. Two deck of cards. A simple measure to prevent cheating. If you alternate 2 decks, no one can slip in the cards. That's not true. That's not true. There's something else I noticed. In addition to the cards on the table, there are some lying scattered on the floor. Uh-huh. Precisely, cards on the table, cards upon the floor, each one forming a complete deck. The crime scene painted blue by a sad sweep of cards. Poetic, really. Incidentally, we use 2 types of card at the club. One deck of the cards were red, the other blue. As I recall in poker, you make 5 card hands. You can see how it could be easy to cheat. Yes, a game of hands. Oh. Competition you're talking about? Believe the court understand the nature of the game sufficiently. That's right. It was a simple game after all. No, it isn't. Really? Your favorite Phoenix is Apollo? Are you sure? Huh? You are not murdered over simple games. Bennett, you were in a room. You're in the room the very moment that crime occurred. Yet you claim no connection to the crime? Now that's strange. What's strange? I was testifying about the competition that night. Asking me about the crime at this point is against the rules, Your Honor. Of course, I expect to hear a crime objection from the defense. I completely let that one slip by. Don't despair yet. There? Right, there's something I'll like to be clear, namely your connection to the case at hand, and I'd like to hear it from you. Sure, why not? Very well, the defendant will amend his testimony. Just one little press. And I've got myself a whole new testimony. I plead silence regarding the murder, but I'll say I never touched a murder weapon. And it would be like, your what, fingerprints on it? Silence? Defendant has a right to refuse to testify. I haven't forgotten everything about the law. Lie, that clearly puts you in a disadvantage. That's actually not true. And it's your job to turn that around in our favor, yes? Great, like I didn't have enough to do already. Just didn't you detect anything odd about that testimony, huh? Wait, something he said did ring a little strangely. Just one thing. Now, what was it? When you figure it out, I'll suggest presenting evidence. Evidence that contradicts the testimony. Contradiction in Mr. Wright's testimony, but why? I'll better check. Yeah, okay. Can't imagine lying in the testimony. Isn't it a little early to be jumping to conclusions? This is your first cross-examination. Take it slow. If you need more information, don't forget to press. Don't forget to BS, right? I got it, I'm fine. Time to listen to that testimony again. There was one last line I still didn't press though. Is it? Oh wait, I didn't press this, right? And then the last line. So you claim you were gambling? Yeah. That's right. It was simply a game. Didn't bet any money, not even a little. In our game was pride itself. Oh, well put, Mr. Wright. I've got a mind, play, a hand, or fate. Can we get back to the trial now? And then that's the last line. Oh, and then the murder weapon. No, okay, that's the one that's added. Well, makes you feel ready. Okay, time of death. Wait, can I look at this? Oh! Okay. Cerebral hemorrhage resulting from blunt trauma to forehead. Why don't we know the age? There's a contradiction where? Oh yeah, the print. Okay, yeah. That's what I mean, yeah. You have like fingerprints on this. Completely empty. Oh, it doesn't have like a color, but it has like... Yeah. How long has it been since they drank grape juice? Apparently, it's Rice's favorite drink. I wonder how well it goes with Borscht? Okay, so yeah, this one. Present! Wait, how do I present? Oh, I have to click present it again. Opening objection for having presented evidence during your first cross. So you say you didn't touch your murder weapon, this rape juice bottle. So I said. That our new defense attorney never learned how to play dumb. What's this, Mr. Payne? I examined the bottle in question, you see, and it was covered with the defendant's fingerprints. OBJECTION? No, you just found. Hahaha. Excess yelling can damage the judge's ears in our case. But what about my course of steel? Anyway, what's so strange about fingerprints on a bottle in a restaurant? Well, that's true. The prints alone don't prove anything? Oh, they wouldn't prove a thing if they were normal fingerprints. What, it's bloody fingerprints, huh? The fingerprints on the murder weapon were upside down. I mean, that still doesn't mean anything. What does that mean? It means he was holding the bottle in murder, and there can be only one reason for that. No, it isn't. Is it? No? Yes? To brain someone with the bottle. Mr. Gravin, I think things just took a turn for the worse. Oh? I see no problem in justice. Huh? The only thing that matters is the truth. The reason for everything is. Bennett, can you explain your fingerprints on this bottle to the court? Stand by my plea of silence regarding the murder. For now. Not very corroborative, are you? To hurt your case. Sure, he's uncorroborated because he's hiding something. There must be some reason. Your Honor, you seem to have forgotten something. What might that be? On the night of the crime, who was it who reported the murder to police? Reported. Well, that was a defendant. Mr. Right. But still, that... Really? Well, according to the case file, murder was reported from near the scene by a call from the defendant's cell phone. Near the scene. Take a look at the diagram of the murder scene, shall we? Victim was murdered in a small room in the basement, 2 floors down from the ground level. Of course, cell phones can't get reception so far now. Yes, they can. The defendant used the stairs in this hallway to go above the ground. The call came from the first floor of the restaurant. I see, and this is the phone that made a call? Okay. Defendant could have just fled the scene of the crime if he chose so. Yeah, he fulfilled his duty as a citizen and reported it to the authorities. Okay, I mean, that's like stretching because like there's so many cases where like they're actually like the murderer, but then they're like the first. It's like whoever reported it, which is like the first person that basically saw the body, plus the last person that see them, is like you're basically going to be prime suspect. No matter what. Unless it's like, oh, you went there and then they ruled out that like during the time frame, like it was impossible. You have an actual like hard alibi. You know. So okay. And you claim he is being uncooperative. Nice save. What save? Better not waste this. I think the prosecution has toyed with our client enough for the time being. Toyed? I assure you no one is more serious about... What was it you said? The defendant was in the room the very moment that the crime occurred? How can you possibly know this? That's a good question. How indeed? Answer simple, Your Honor. Prosecution has a decisive witness. Again, witness, like eyewitnesses are not like reliable. You're as good as they say you are. Someone else was in the room the night of the crime. That must mean they witnessed the crime. So that means they probably the murderer. The murderer. Everything up till now has been a warm-up. Are you ready? Very well. The prosecution may call its first witness to stand. First, there's more than one. The witness will state her profession and name. Hold on just a moment. Where's the witness? You blind? I surmise that she has been frightened by the defense. Demonic-looking horns. What? I used a little hair gel. Relax, people. This is not horns? Have no fear. If any horns point in your direction, this court will cut them off. For sure? I swear it on my gravel. Please come out. Isn't violence against hair a crime, Your Honor? Well, if you are sure it is okay. No, the prosecution. Huh? Wait a minute. No photos in court, no? The prosecution. Here to explain the witness what? Paraphernalia? Oh yeah, she's a professional. Your Honor, those are merely the tools of her trade. And that would be? My name is Olga Orly. I am employed as a waitress in the restaurant. Then why the camera? Of course, it is my pride to serve that is naming restaurant. Or shit? But I also perform how it is said other services. Other service. I take one of these other services is taking the customer's picture. Like for example, this one. I mean, they just talking. That's the defendant. Indeed, on the night of the murder, man in white hat is one who has gone kaput. Indeed, that is the victim. Okay, this doesn't mean anything. Order. Find a piece of evidence to casually drop into our laps. What? It is the same way as I drop cold bowls of worksheet on laps customer casually. This is food? Then the court will casually accept this new evidence. Now, witness, where were you at the time of the murder? I was in a room. The hideout? We call it. Excuse me, the hideout? It is room where famous gangster Bad Gal was arrested. It is room where murder took place. What? Your look of utter surprise, it is lovely. I'll post my courtroom door later for you. Ta-da! Photos will be numbered and you will write which one you want a copy of. There were 3 people in the room at the time of the crime. The victim, Shotty Smith, Mr. Wright, and Olga Early are witness. And if Wright isn't the killer, that means, yeah. Basically be like, witness being like, yeah. Very well, witness, you'll testify to the court about the night's events. Okay. That fatal night. That night, customer asked me to deal cards for the game. It was cold, but players played with hats on. The victim, he plays whole time with his hand on, locked it on at his neck. The last hand is done, but something terrible has happened. That man flew at victim and is strangling him to death. Huh. Strangling? Oh, that's the wrong line. They got hit, yeah. Instantly, who won the game? Is it obvious the winner was the victim? What? Mr. Smith? That's ridiculous. Because Wright can't lose. Yeah. Even Justin, maybe you can come up with a more legitimate objection. But he hasn't lost in 7 years. Take it from me, kid. It happens. I didn't lose a case my first 7 years as a prosecutor either. Incidentally, I have some evidence here. I don't know anything about poker. These are poker chips as they lay the very moment of the crime. How do you know it's the very moment of the crime? Hand and the chips on the side belong to the defendant, Mr. Wright. Those on the far side belonged to the victim, Mr. Smith. Chips, you say? That, I mean, yes, imagine that poker is war. Your hand is your army and the chips are disposed. I know that, after all, in my youth, I was known as the poker head of courtroom number 3. He means poker face. Looking at this picture, it does seem that most of the chips are on the victim's side of the table. Huh. Very well, the defense may cross. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's like the last line of yanking. You are dealing cards, you do this often. That I'm doing this. Customer wishes it, I serve anything. Cards, burst more, burst. It is my work. Good to hear of a place that hasn't forgotten the meaning of service. Welcome to the Vote Club, where Bosch is warm as a waitress. Thank you for not handing out flyers during the cross. Already April, how could it be cold? At Bo, we have pride on authentic rustic restaurant, Russian restaurant theme. Outside it is city and spring, but inside it is always as cold as Mother Russia. No way am I going there. When it comes to hot, orange cold is the best seasoning. Huh? Let's lock it. I believe it was good luck charmed, huh? He drifted many times as he played at night. Yes, he must have felt as though it might carry him to the moon and the stars. Though if it were small enough to fit around his neck, it wouldn't have much lift. The defense would like to clarify, is this a locket we're talking about? I mean, a pendant with a picture in it, right? Not a rocket? Of course, I knew that. It's probably a pendant shaped like a rocket. That's why she called it that. No, a locket's a locket. Huh? Locket's a locket. It doesn't matter what shape it is. It's considered bad form to poke fun at the heart of hearing in our society. Heart of hearing or heart of understanding. So, what happened next? Wait. Yeah, strangle him to the death. Is the strangling. Something terrible. That will refrain from needless shouting. Sorry. Need to seriously reconsider this vocal training thing? Now, can you tell us what happened? Oh, I was so frightened. I tremble with fear. Yeah, that's the last one. Oh, BGM stopped, but the defendant could never do such a thing. Well, now I can't say I've ever heard the defense try this tactic. If possible, please refrain from embarrassing me. Still, why would anyone do something like this over a game of poker? Perhaps it is because the defendant has lost the game? Yes, a crushing defeat for a man undefeated. Though it always is with men like him. Winners make sore losers? Oh, how the mighty fall. Go ahead, I believe you know what is it you need to do. Right, sir? Leave it to me. There are only 3 people. Yeah. The victim, yeah. Oh, really? Strangled, you say? That's odd. That normal customers only choke on for sure. No, I mean this report shows that the victim died of a blow to the head. It's early? Really now? Did you witness the crime? Just some acrobatic skills. Looking at the picture, it doesn't seem like he was hit. He's still wearing his hat and everything. I mean, he could hit it and then put the hat on. Yet it is the fact that he was hit, Your Honor. Yeah. Here's a photo we took of the victim with his hat off during our investigation. Yep. Oh, that's quite shocking, isn't it? This head certainly was hit. But I have seen it happen. Then he lunged at victim, his neck. Oh, really? I think I've caught you in your own lie this time. Sorry your enthusiasm, but perhaps you should think this through once more. What do you mean? Found a proposition. There's one thing in her testimony that troubles me. Very well, it seems we should continue to cross. Such a thing as thinking too much. This horse is dead, let's stop beating it. Such a thing as thinking aloud too much too. Huh? That's not right? I don't know that way. Is it this then? The chip photo? Hmm. Both players play with the cast on. This one? Is it this? Like he didn't have his hat first. Is it this? Oh no! Your Honor, that statement contradicts his evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. You sure about that? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations. Accusations? Didn't go so well. Huh. His hand on the locket on his neck. This? I don't even know what this means. And what do you mean by hands on the locket? Of it on his neck. Okay, no, that's not right. Bruh. Last hand is done. Is it not done? No, okay, I don't know. Wait, I already pressed the last name. Bro, am I gonna die at a tutorial? Didn't say anything about hitting before. Sorry, I must be forgetting. Oh, wait, we have to press this. Take right or clear with your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. And that clears up the discrepancy with the autopsy report, I believe. The defendant made to strangle his victim, but changed his mind and choose a simpler, blunder mean to do the job. Yes, that sums it up nicely. So he strangled him, then hit him? Something fishy about all this? Go ahead, I believe you know what is you need to do. Okay, yeah. You're only... Yeah. Wait. So it's still the last line then? I mean, it's a single blow, no? Or is it this because there's nothing on the neck? Maybe it's this then, since we got the new photo. Objection! No! Okay, so it's the autopsy report. It can't be this. I mean, another thing is like, if this is hit, how is it still intact? This is fast now. I mean, there's only like, what? 7 evidence here? Objection! Nope, okay, I'm dead. Uh-oh. That's enough. I see no need to further prolong this trial. The defense case is insufficient to overturn the prosecution's claim. Court finds defendant Phoenix Wright guilty? Surrender himself to the court's care to undergo a regular trial at the High Court within 8 months' time. Court is... Okay. Is it the bottle then? It has to be this new line. Nope. Okay, it has to be this line then. Okay, so it has to be one of the photos then.
Objection!
Am I missing anything? I already showed these two, no? This doesn't do anything?
Objection!
What? So it's nothing. It can't be dumb just talking. I must be on a wrong track. Is it the wrong line? Maybe it's the wrong line. Can't be this then.
Objection!
Yeah, okay. It says when it says wrong track, I think it's just it's not the right line then. Both had hats on. They didn't have hats on. They did. I mean, here they didn't have head. Like,
Objection!
no. Bruh. Hmm. It has to be this, then this, then. I just don't know which one it is.
Objection!
No.
Hold it!
He drove that many times. He played that night. Oh wait, this is new. Oh no, this is not new yet. Carry the moon to. Oh, this is new. Oh, they have new lines after the thing. Oh. Yeah, though it was small enough to fit around his neck, it would have much lip. The fence would like to clarify this locket we're talking about. I mean a pendant with a picture in it, right? Not a rocket. Of course I knew it. Probably a pendant shaped like a rocket. That's why you should call that. Okay, okay. Luck is locket no matter what the shape is. Consider bad form to poke fun at the heart of here in our society. Wait, this what? But that was old?
Objection!
Okay, okay. Wait, I don't remember seeing that though. This has to be like uh this is after the first time when she added the last like strangling thing and then no? Because I did go through everything. No, there was one curious part in her testimony just like Mr. Graver said. But what does it mean? Would you care to explain what is it you're thinking so intensely about? Recall the testimony, Your Honor. Victim played with his hand on locket at his neck, I believe she said. Hope you're talking, not aren't about to raise an objection to the witness grammar. No, but look at this photo. You see a locket on the victim's neck? Well done, Justice. I'm impressed. I knew you'd be able to handle this. But what does it mean? We are to believe this witness testimony as is, then the locket disappeared, following the victim's death. Locket don't just disappear, Your Honor. Quite simple when you think about it. The locket is gone, someone must have taken it off, no? Taken it off. Wait, you don't mean the defendant wasn't strangling the victim at all. He was taking off his locket. Wouldn't that explain it? Bennett, what do you have to say to this? Say, yes? Notice this, but you have something hanging around your neck, don't you? Oh, you mean this? Yes, it's a locket. With a photograph inside. A photo of my daughter. Come again? So right, you have a daughter. You confirmed at the time of the arrest! The picture in the locket is indeed Mr. Wright's daughter. The Wright has a locket too? Why don't I buy that? This is just a coincidence. Well now, if the result of this poker game led to is murder, perhaps we should hear a bit more about the outcome of the game. What do you mean you didn't miss much at all? I died twice. I already got guilty twice. Wait, so they in this game like they have like when they add more lines later, you have to like hold previous line to get more information. So basically, like when there's new core record evidence, kind of have to go back and then hold it again because there'll like be new lines added. Further testimony won't really be necessary. Clear, the defendant lost badly. You will testify to the court about the gameplay between the victim and defendant. Right. Wait, how? Because I thought it was the strangling thing, but it wasn't the strangling thing. Well, I thought about the locket stuff, but then I was like, there was nothing. I didn't know what a locket was. Yeah, I died on the tutorial case before. Here's competition. Game began with 3,500 points and chips of each man. House chips come in two sizes, small and large. The one who was winning, it was the victim. For last hand, defendant played with all the chips on the table and lost. Mona Lu loss was detected. Defendant grabs bottle from the table and... Indeed, looking at this picture, it does seem to be a one-side game. As the court knows, poker was the defendant's life. Failure must have been a bitter pill to swallow. How many times have I heard these words? I done it in a fit of anger, ye honor, and now I... A common tale, but true. I regret what I done. Me thinks the judge watches too many court movies. Wright said he hasn't lost in 7 years, so this testimony must be wrong. Game began with 3,500 point and chips. Yeah, okay, wait, press. Are those the usual starting points? Were there any special rule used? No, not special. Usual game, usual rule. For each man beginning with 3,500 points, and the total would be 7,000? Exactly 6. No, 7,000 points. Please, this isn't calculus. It's not even long division. I know. Are the chips in the photo all the chips that were used? Duh, of course. Oh, it's not. Something fishy about these chips. Should I press? Press harder. Maybe you could explain a bit about these chips? Explain? What is there to explain? Objection! Poker chips are poker chips. They're not fish and chips. Not a chip off the old block. Not a motorcycle cop or things. Now that I press her, I'll better ask something. Okay. What are these chip worth? Are they in dollars or rubies even? Yeah. As I have said before, it was game, not gambling. Hard, perhaps, for a capitalistic to understand. 2 types of chip, 100 points and 1,000 point chips. It is not money, though. Just this. Sir? Don't you find her comment interesting? In more ways than one, sir. I'd have to add... had it added to her testimony myself. Well, does the defendant want a witness to add her testimony? Yes. Do you think this deserves further scrutiny? Added to the testimony. Wish I knew where I was going with this. Very well, witness, if you would be so kind. That your honor? Is this then? It is this line then. So this testimony is important. To be honest, I have no idea why. Do the court favor and think of what you say before raising your hand. We're not in kindergarten. Sorry, I'm fine. Better think of something to ask. Oh, and quick. The 2 types of chips. The small ones are 100 and the big one 1,000. Right, of course. Don't waste our time. Well, I mean the lore is, yeah, he never lost, right? That all? Yeah. Great. Mr. Grabber made me suffer and now I'm the one who looks dumb. Oh, Justice, please try not to embarrass me like that. Huh? Who? Me? The clear contradiction of information you have in hands. What? It's a simple matter of calculation. Go on, try it. We're not in kindergarten after all. Calculation. It's just a photo then, no? I mean, I want to look at all the stuff though. It has to be the photo where they have the chips, basically. Telling me that Wright undefeated for 7 whole years was losing. Must have been most unlucky day for him. Glad I did not take other pictures of him. It would break camera, certainly. The chips, they were always to the victim's side of the table. Telling us that it was a one-side game. That one-sided and... Last hand. It was the largest point of any hand. The defendant's hand, it was excellent. He tried to use it to take victory from behind. Here's that both the defendant and the victim's hand are in this picture. Oh, here. Oh yeah, I mean this is the thing, yeah. Truly an excellent hand, however, so is the victim's. One of the highest number wins, so the defendant lose. The victim, Mr. Smith, had a stronger hand than the defendant and crushed him. I believe that explains what occurred next. Once cards lay down on table, it happened. And what happened next? Even to think of it now, I shake and tremble. I did not believe such a thing would happen. What such thing? Please, you must believe. I had no idea. How could such thing occur? What such thing? The defendant had been hitting victim. I saw it all happening right before me. I saw a bottle coming down on victim's head. Decisive, isn't it, Your Honor? My witness saw the very moment of the crime. Remember, your first goal is to gather information. Yes, sir. Look at okay. So yeah, it's the chip line. This one. It has to be this then. I mean, it's either this or this.
Objection!
Yeah. You're sure it's the victim who won? Absolutely sure. Seeing our new attorney is a bit confused. Glance at the picture is enough to tell you who won. You're not in kindergarten. Just for safety's sake, could you explain the problem to the court? Of course, Your Honor. In this photo, I see small chips and I see large chips. Tell me, which were worth 1,000 points? Why, the big ones, of course, duh. Oh, I thought so too. But then totals don't add up. Totals? Yeah. Let's review what the witness told us. Each man started with 3,500 points in the chip, and the combined total value of the chips was 7,000. My calculations are correct. Let's see, 3 plus 1 carry the 5. Dear Your Honor. Now, look at the photo. This photo that allegedly shows all the chips. The big chip were worth 1,000 points, and the small chip were worth 100. You add them up. How much is it? Do it yourself. You aren't in kindergarten, are you? 10k, 600 points. The chips don't add up. Clearly contradicts the witness testimony. But why? How could this be? Exactly. Justice, now that you know what? You must determine the why. Right, there's only one reason possible way to explain this contradiction. Vote for right. Yeah. Each man began a game with 30,500 points. If all the chips are indeed shown in the photograph, then there can be only one answer. Well, what is it? Value of the chips was the other way around. Yeah. Wanna know what I think? Small chips were worth 1,000 points, not the big ones. Madness, utter madness. Show me that photo of the chips again. Yeah, 6 small chips, 10 large chips. Why? That does make 7,000 points when you add them up. Okay. Excellent work. It's almost as though you figured it out all by yourself. Well, I'm just glad I was the one who said it. But wait, the value of the chips may be different. That changes nothing. And I mean, now there's no motive, I guess. Victim did had the larger number of the chips still. Ah, exactly. If the small chips are 1,000 points and the large chips are 100, let's do a little math. Add up the points for each side of the table. The victim, Mr. Sid had 2,900 points and the defendant had 4,100 points. Well, now, it seemed that Mr. Wright was winning that night after all. That's impossible. My client had even less reason to kill the victim. Yeah, after all, he was winning. Eh? Now, Miss Oli, you must have known the true value of the chips, yeah. Since you were there at the scene of the crime. Weren't you? Oh, I mean, also, like... I mean, she could be like, I didn't know about poker, I didn't know. Order, it appears our defendant has lost his motive. And Mr. Wright supposed the feat never happened. We must now ask ourselves whether we can trust the witness testimony at... Excuse me, what is it, Miss Orley? I did not want to be saying this, but actually you see, see what? Miss Orley, what do we see? In the last hand, there was cheat. A cheat? You don't mean a trick? Wait, or do you mean a scam? They're all the same thing. Yes, there was a cheat in the last hand. That's why the game ended with the chips as they were. Great, just great. First we have lying, now cheating. Well, this case certainly has taken a turn for the interesting. Witness, you will please testify to the court. Tell us about this cheating in the final hand. Last hand, both men had full house. There is 4 of each card and deck from ace to king. If you look at both men's hand, cheat is more obvious. The next moment, game becomes argument that the defendant's trick was exposed. He took a bottle in his hand. Poor Mr. Smith. Why did not tell the court about this from the very beginning? I smelled a cover up here. Well, folks, it's time to throw back the covers. A full house is a very high-scoring hand, not easy to make in my experience. That alone is enough to sustain less than scrupulous tactics. Scrabbin, what's a full house? Lars, these days, you don't know your poker. Can't say this bodes well for your case or career. What is this, some kind of secret court pokery? This is, you know, the term 1 pair, 2 pair, and 3 of the kind, yes? Yeah. No problem. 2 cards to the same number makes a pair, and 3 makes a 3 of kind. Good. Now picture a hand with 1 pair and 1 3 of a kind. That's a full house. That doesn't sound very easy to make, does it? You can see each player's hand in this photo. Wow, they both have full houses. We forget there's an easy way to make full house and go undefeated for 7 years. You cheat. Amen. The defense may cross-examine the witness. If he did cheat in the last hand, that leaves one important question. Mr. Wright lost that hand. Who's ever heard of a professional con man losing when they cheat? Final hand. Last hand, both men had full house. So how hard is it to make a full house anyway? Quite hard that making a pair and 3 of a kind at the same time. Yes, that's right. Very difficult to be sure. You can take my word as pokerhead of courtroom number 3. Very difficult, yeah, but it is not impossible. What's the probability of getting a full house? Or both of them getting full houses? Okay, full house, hard to line of questioning, a waste of time. Four of each card, you say? Yeah, there's 1 spade, 1 diamond, 1 heart. Oh, that's wrong. They were playing with 2 decks, no? Interesting fact that this number 4 comes of the number of seasons. No, you don't say. Did you know that the card are number 1 to 13? Add all the cards in a deck, you get 364 a year. You don't say. Isn't that 1 day shorter? That's why each deck has 2 jokers. Yet the second joker stands for the leap year. Thus, you have a perfect representation of a year, all in a deck of cards. Oh. Huh, you don't say? We're going to be in this courtroom for a year if it keeps going like this. Okay, so it's not that line? How was it clear? That, well, the defendant played a 5th ace. 5th ace? I still remember both hands very well. Ah. And were 3 aces. 2. I mean, there's 8 aces. Obviously, cheating was a flute, or perhaps I should say a hand. Perhaps this could be added to the testimony. Yeah, the joke. Very well, the witness will add a detail to your testimony, please. It's the 5 ace thing then. 5th ace? Should not exist, no. I still remember both hands very well. Oh, this is okay. Why can't I like speed through the text again? A forging is oh, this is new. Adding cards to the deck is no less serious a taboo than forging evidence in a court of law. Now, perhaps it's time for you to say something, Justice. You bet. I have no intention of saying quiet. Not me. Not no, sir. Yeah. Okay, it's the ace thing. Argument exposed. Probably would be 0.00022.207%. But that's if there's 1. They play with 2 decks though. Follow what the men were arguing about. Please, so the victim, he shouts, "You're a cheater," and then the defendant shouts something like, "I have objection." Shouting, "Objection, Ed." Oh, habits are hard to break. First he bled his way through the courtroom, now he bled his way through life. However, Mr. Wright lost a hand. That seems to cast a shadow of doubt on Mr. Smith. Humiliation from losing even when cheating. That is what sets fire to the defense. To the defendant's heart. So what did the flaming defendant do next? Yeah, it's just the deck. We have the blue one, right? Which also basically says that there's a red one. Just want to see the line. By bottle, are you referring to this? That the defendant used this bottle to this behavior is admission of cheating by the defendant. But why use the grape juice? Surprised at what can be used as a weapon. The juice is recommended drink of the club. This year's vintage is remarkable for its hefty flavor. Hefty enough to brain a grown man, apparently. First he says it was a serious competition, now she says there was cheating. Notice in the author testimony keeps changing. Now she says the defendant cheated. Actually, yes. I had noticed that. Get the truth about the cheating first, shall we? Right, leave it to me, yeah. So yeah, it's just the ace line. This one. Oh, we don't have the deck. It doesn't say where the 2 decks are at, though. I mean, it's just the photo again, though, man. The blue one. I think it's just the photo again. Yeah. Here's the witness is mistaken. Mistaken, but my name. Look, the piece of evidence clearly contradicts what you say in your testimony. That's the photo of the chips, is it not? Perhaps you ought to explain your point in a way that the judge can comprehend. Yeah, in other words, use your finger to point out the point. Please point out a contradiction in this photo. This? What particular point contradicts the witness testimony? Did I point? Oh, I have to present. Okay. Why, it's here, of course. Where? Where is that you're pointing? Where? Oh, that's wrong? Good question. Already heard today on the danger of bluffing. Sorry, Your Honor. Better rethink this? What? Oh, there's no 5 aces. This is 4 aces. I mean, does it matter which ace I click then? Here, of course. Is where? Oh, that's wrong? What? It's 7 then? Mm-mm. There's not a 2 right here, right? Oh, it's on their hand, I guess. In your testimony, you made the following claim. Mr. hand has 3 aces. Oh, okay. But as you can clearly see, the victim hand only held 2 aces. 1 fell on the ground? Well, maybe the witness was simply confused. Perhaps it was the defendant's hand that held... Yeah, no, it doesn't. Note in question. Take another look at the evidence. Yeah. As you can see, the defendant also had 2 aces in his hand. Where's the 5th ace? I see cheating. Alright, and it's going to be on right here in this courtroom. 2 aces in each player's hand does make 4 ace total. Probably proof of cheating. Wait, please. It's true. I've seen it. The 5th ace. There's cheating, I swear to you. That's all. She must be lying, yet she's most sincere. I've seen her all day. Right to trust your instincts. Who knows what lies in the store for us in the trial ahead. If I may, I have a suggestion. What might that be? If you don't mind, perhaps we might examine the actual cards? The cards? Mr. Payne, yes? The player's hand that night were set aside as evidence, were they not? Defense would like to request that the cards be shown to the court. Okay. Very well, submit this evidence. Which will you examine? The victim or the defendant card? Oh. Card don't prove cheating. What's going on? Nothing about now. Which of these hands is more suspicious? Can we pick the defendant hand? Defendant hand. Start with right. Oh yeah, we can pick both. Okay. Then was like to view the defendant hand. Okay. Oh. Well, now let's see what we have here. Right, sir. Oh. Yeah, examining evidence. Yep. All sides and angle. Yep. Give you a better perspective on the case. Let's do this. Card back are red. For some reason, I thought that you were using blue cards in the final hand. Yeah, didn't you? Yeah. Which was it now? That's it? It's just a hand in the back. Or no? I can't click. Oh, I could. Okay. No clues here. Not about ace. That's it then, no? Has the defendant found anything that would like to share? Yes. Not unless you count utter confusion. Perhaps you best examine the victim's card next. Of course, you can always give these cards another look. Okay. Yeah. Then the other hand. Yeah. Don't worry, justice is always swift. Oh, look at the blue! You cheating! What? Your Honor, look at this. One of the victim's card, the back is a different color. That's impossible. Yeah, I put that card in right hand. Oh, what was that? A note? I merely said that I have Your Honor. Yes. Tell me, what is the easiest way to cheat at poker? To cheat, I'll tell you. One merely needs a friend, a comrade, shall we say. Dealer. Wait, so you mean? Witness. She's a cheater. Professional. Oh, actor. Order, order! Focus, Justice. Time to take advantage of her. I mean, of her mistake. Your Honor, please record the testimony we just heard. It's impossible. I put that card in Rice hand, yeah. Ariel, a conspirator to cheat, not with my client, but with the victim. Shoddy Smith. Virginia? Not only did he cheat, she cheated poorly. Careful, it's not hard to imagine an altercation between her and the victim. What? Wait, you don't mean? Defendant isn't accusing a witness. Are you? Yes, we are. Time for justice. There were 3 people in the room at the time of the incident, and if he isn't guilty, that means I am. The defense accused the witness of murder. Wait, did they also have remove? No, they didn't. I don't remember seeing that in option, I think. Where's their witness? It appears she has lost consciousness, Your Honor. Your Honor, seems you presented a new possibility to the court. One suggesting a connection between the witness and the victim, Mr. Smith, and that means this court cannot pronounce a verdict for the defendant at the time. At this time. What? I did it. I held out. See no point in prolonging the trial this day. Prosecution will need to make further inquiries.
Objection!
That's right. Can't end the trial here, Your Honor. Not yet. What nonsense is the defense really now? Think one of the card had a different color bag. Don't you wonder what it means? But what are you doing, Mr. Wright? Raising objection right when you're about to get off the hook? Ridiculous. Mr. Payne, you of all you should know, Mr. Wright has a talent. For the ridiculous. Perhaps we should get to the bottom of things. Let's clear up the facts about the game that fateful night. As was said before, we alternated between 2 decks of the card at night. That was said before. The 2 decks at the club have different colored backs, yeah, blue and red, 1 color per deck. Why use different color backs? If we use the same color, the 2 decks might get mixed. You used different colors and they still got mixed. We used the red decks for the last game. I see, but that's odd. For some reason, I have this impression that you were using the blue cards. Yeah, me too. I'm sure someone said something about blue cards, whatever. And the end when card was wrong color got into the mix, which means there was cheating. Yes, a card slipped into the deck was seen to indicate cheating, yet this card raises 2 serious questions. Oh? Yes? Let's consider the first question, shall we? Think, in the last game, when was the card swapped? When? There were 3 broad possibilities here. It could have been swapped before the murder, during the murder, or after the murder. Well, yeah, thanks for the news bulletin, Mr. Wright. Of course, it was swapped. Oh, it might be as simple as you think, Mr. Payne, or it might not be. I'd like to hear what the fellow thinks for when you think the cards. Is it after murder? When was the card swiped? After murder. Perhaps it happened after murder? Well, what's that ridiculous? What's the point of cheating after the hands have been shown? That's silly. But tell me, how do you saw cards during the game? Oh, take silly or impossible. To like stage something. No? Take it from me, son. There's a lot of silly in this world, but very little impossible. Oh, even when the back of the cards are a different color? You pull that during a game, you'll be caught in no time. Quite true, yeah. That would mean that the blue card in question was swapped after the hands were shown. After the murder. Yeah. Okay, this is going to pass silly and straight on to crazy. I ask again, what's the point of cheating after the game's over? Who would do that? Who indeed? That's one of the mysteries before us. There's another? Yes. A simple yet decisive question must be asked. Who swapped the red card for the blue card? Who? The game, the murder is done. The victim is dead. Only to remain in the room, alive that is. Defendant, Phoenix Wright, and our witness. Yeah, over early. Okay, so who was this? I mean, it can't be him! Not someone else. Yeah, it must be her. She's trying to cover up evidence of cheating. That doesn't make some sense. It's another person? Sorry. But there's a problem with that explanation. Swap cards is from the wrong deck. Yes, blue card was struck into a red hand. Mixing a card from the wrong deck when the backs are different colors. Remember that you're talking about order early, she was the dealer. So it's somebody that is colorblind? You really think she would make such a no? It's she literally said that. Oh, I did it. I was supposed to stop in Phoenix. And actually, I have trouble imagining him and the judge making that mistake. Give it a little more thought. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So it's somebody else then. So who was it that swapped the red car for the blue? It can't be you, bruh. The one who stopped the car wasn't right, of course. And well, it doesn't seem like it could have been over early either. What are you suggesting? There's a fourth person? That's hardly a logical conclusion, I'll admit. As the defense, I think it only makes sense for you to name Orly at this point. Yes, I know. But she was the only one who dealt the cards, right? I just can't believe she would make a mistake of swapping the wrong color card. And if the card was swapped during the game, it would be obvious. Heh. Something you'd like to share with the court? That's alright. It's crazy this man Phoenix is still this smart after all these years in game. Actually, you know, I saw there was like some people that made cuts where like they cut out all the BS and they had like a judge POV or like the prosecutor POV where it's just like Phoenix like basically objecting like correctly all the time, you know? Kind of I guess kind of like a walkthrough without like anything like extra. I guess like a speed run, if that makes sense. And if you watch it in that POV, like Phoenix is not like goofy or stupid. That you could tell like I guess the character of like he being intimidating or like smart makes sense. The third party cliche, I know. I was just thinking how much fun all this is. Fun? How about confusing? I have no idea what the defense is claiming. Isn't this supposed to be like if you laugh in court, they'll say like you need be like you have to I forgot. Like you have to what respect the court and like there's a I don't know, I don't remember. There's like something that they can warn you and be like, you keep doing that, you'll get like I don't know, like you'll get kicked out or something. If the one who stopped the car wasn't the defendant and it wasn't Mr. Early, then who was it? Yeah. Well, that is the question, isn't it? Precisely. Huh? I believe we're about to see this case take a new direction. A new direction. We'll find that indeed after the murder, someone swapped one of the cars into the victim's hand. And that someone made two critical mistakes. You're going to tell us that the first was swapping the wrong color card because the one who did the swap didn't know two color cards were being used. The other mistake was the number on the card. Right. Person replaced the fifth ace with the king. Sure, whoever swapped it wasn't accepting there to be a fifth ace after all. All they knew was that the game had been won with a full house, so they picked up a king from the table and swapped it in. But there's one problem. This man failed. According to our case record, this person doesn't exist. True, not until now, but you have to admit the possibility of a fourth person. Though it's more than a possibility. There was somebody else there that night at the scene of the crime. What? I'm pretending to be shocked. I believe the judge spoke truthfully earlier. You do make trials ridiculous, Mr. Right. So nostalgic over his own murder case classic, right? Trial has proceeded on one central assumption, namely that at the time of the incident, there were only 3 people in that room. Believe this new evidence, shall we say, overturns that assumption? Problem is that you choose to conceal this information from the court. I suppose that is a problem, yes? Court is adjourned for a brief recess. Mr. Gravin, I'll see you in my chambers during the recess. Certainly, Your Honor. Very well. Trial will resume in 20 minutes. Okay. Get the break. District Court, Defendant's Lobby, number 3. That was quite unexpected, Mr. Wright, to suddenly claim there was another person at the scene of the crime like that. Must ask, is it the truth? Well now, I'll think you'll know the answer to that. Shaking my head. Being mysterious, are you? Sadly, I have no time for mysteries. Oh, so his name is Christopher. In English? I only ask that you leave the defending to your defense in the future. Maybe your turnabout? Otherwise, I cannot guarantee the outcome. I see you haven't mellowed out one bit, Christopher. That's this. Yes, sir? The judge has summoned me to his chamber, so carry on without me. Okay, then we talk. You did well, Apollo. Can I ask you something? Sure. That locket you wear, is that really yours, Mr. Wright? You're wondering about the victim's disappearing locket? Here, you can take a look at it. That's a picture of my daughter in there. I mean, you could swap the photo. Oh wait, that's not the daughter though. Wait. That's not the daughter? I'm surprised to hear you had a daughter. That's not the daughter. Most people are. Perhaps you'll meet her one of these days. More question. The one who cheated that night, was it you? What do you think? Huh? You know what happened 7 years ago? What I did. Not unreasonable for you to think that I might cheat. I never, honest. But it is odd that he managed to go undefeated for 7 whole years. Want to know something? There's only one game where you can't be dealt bad cards all night and still win. Poker. Hmm? You see, poker's all about reading your opponent. And that way, it's a lot like a court case. Poker is like trial law. Figure out what your opponent is thinking and you win. Well, yeah, but that's harder than it sounds. I think not. Try as they might to conceal it, everyone reveals their true thoughts in the end. Their body language can become a valuable source of information. Let's go. You're kidding. That witness, for instance. What? Scratching head? She would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice? No. Come on. Who noticed that? Words, habits, twitches. It's all information for the reading. That's a secret to winning. Well, someone taught me, and now I pass the secret on to you. But I'm not worthy. I mean, there's no way I'll pick up on these signals. No, you can do it. Huh? You just don't know it yet. What's he talking about? But you will, soon. I almost forgot one more thing about this case. You should know, I haven't told the truth to anyone yet. What? I knew it. I have my reasons, of course. All shall be revealed, and Apollo. I need you to be there, defending me. I need your power. My power? I had no idea my cores of steel were that special. It's time. The real trial begins now. Your best. Oh. Save in the slot. Ashley, can I? Let me see something. I want to check. Oh yeah, set music background. No. Is there like a setting? I don't think so. I don't think they have it like in AI where they have like a new remix of the BGM. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we just continue to. I want to make sure. Go. Court will now reconvene. Has our witness recovered? Yes, Your Honor. Well, she's regained consciousness. Perhaps we can hear her version of the events again. That's the thing. You see, she's quite fatigued. You're looking a bit fatigued yourself, Mr. Payne. Sadly, fatigue is insufficient grounds for refusing to testify or pursue. Defense would like to request that she take the stand. Very well, the witness will take the stand. They only added that for AI. Okay. For some reason, they're like AI. Let's add some remix. Perhaps you can repeat your name and profession, or perhaps your latter admit that you're a poor liar and a poor loser. Yeah, and then somebody told me, I think in 5, in Athena they have some ordering. Like there was like a special episode, but they put it between. They put in between case 2 and 3 or something like that. So I'll see when I get to 5. Or loser. Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh. Not. Oh, a pirate. Stage 2. Names or early, that's the truth. I'm a pro dealer. People call me Olga Quick Finger or uh um really? Wanna know something else? I'm not really Russian and my last name sounds like oh really. There, that's the truth. I hope you're satisfied. Witness, you'll tell the court what you were really up to that night. Fine, I'll talk. We had a plan. See? Let me remind you that you're currently under oath. Any further fabrications will have serious consequence. Fine. Uh, like I said, I'm a pro. That guy, Smith, hired me to do what I do best. I was planted at the club Cyril's days prior to the night of the game as a waitress. So you were in the cahoots with the victim. Crazy thing that it's the only collection that has the remix music. Every other collection doesn't have it. Well, I guess it makes sense. I mean, it's not like there's like 10,000 collections. It's literally just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Great Ace Attorney, and AAI. And the AAI is like AAI is just Edgeworth. Like it's not. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's mainline, but it's not really mainline. How do I explain? It's supposed to just be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then Grace Ace Attorney. Even though timeline is like before, but it's like that's later. You know, AI like is kind of his own thing. AI is between 3 and 4. I thought it was between. Yeah. Like basically, like the way that I played it. That's the timeline. Yeah, I know. It's like after the trilogy. Like that's the time. Like post trilogy. But I'm saying like, I don't know. Like, investigator is his own thing because it's just Edgeworth. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. Not that he needed my help. Smith was a well-known poker player in some circles. But winning wasn't the main purpose of this game. It was about destroying a legend, the unbeatable Phoenix Wright. Plan was simple, elegant, really. You see? We set up a trap of sorts. I was to plant a card in Wright's pocket beforehand, and then deal 5 ace during one of their games. When their hands were revealed, Smith would call him out and search Wright. He'd be like... He would then pull out the planet card and the trap was snap shut. Stop the cards. Exposed as a cheater and losing on top of it, it would have made a great double play. Just like that, the legend would have dashed into defeat. Indeed. Flash on. Getting caught red hand and cheating would cast doubt on all his prior wins. A 7-year legend destroyed by one little card, that was the plan. Oh really? Orly? Oh, how droll. But it appears you made quite the mistake. A mistake. I agree, the trap was elegant, yet what happened to that planet card? Hey, that's right. He's lucky, I'll give him that. You have to be slipped free from a trap laid by the quick fingers. Oh, really? Witness would be much cuter if she dispensed with the evil mastermind trick. Cute? Who wants to be cute? I'm not cute. I'm bad. Hear me? Bad. Didn't they say there was some like bag yell stuff in that crime scene before? I know, the quick finger. When you're through being bad, perhaps you could testify to the court. Tell us about this trap and how it was sprung. Okay. Oh. That night, I planted the car like I was supposed to. Wright lost to the hand just like he was supposed to, then Smith searched him. But the planted car was gone, the trap failed. The next moment, Wright picked up the bottle and swung it. It wasn't me who hit Smith, it was that no good cheating defendant. Bad to the bone? He's a bad gal? Surprisingly, frank testimony that still leaves us mostly in the dark. The trap was perfect, I tell you. Perfect. If that rotten cheater hadn't messed it up. Look who's talking. Well, the testimony for what it's worth is all yours, Mr. Just, with witness like her who needs criminals, and with defense like Mr. Right who needs prosecutors. Yeah. Best lay trap.
Hold it!
Land a card. Which card was it exactly? The trump card. The 5 of hearts. Yeah, let me guess. Right was have to switch to fit the 5 with the ace to make a full house. At least that's where you were going to accuse him of doing. Thereby ruining his legend. I slid it into Riot's pocket. When was this? Why, before the match, of course. While he was eating. At the club. We served, yeah, and suckers. Wanting me to never go there, of course. The Carl was to make its grand debut during the game. Like a good porch, a good plot must be cooked up early and allowed to thicken.
Hold it!
So everything went according to plan. Exactly. The 5th ace came up, so it's obvious as to the switch went off without a hitch. Once the extra card was found in his pocket, Wright would forever known as being a cheater and a fraud. As a cheater and a fraud. There are worse things to be known as, I suppose. Like what, murder? Tell us what happened with the search.
Hold it!
The card disappeared? Yeah, my trump card. The 5 of hearts. Gone without a trace. Poof. Poof. We searched every nook and cranny, even inside his little cute hat. Cute little hat. The card was nowhere to be found, is this correct? Never in my long story career, never has Quick Finger been so readily doped? Oh really, so what did happen to the 5 of hearts? Don't look at me, why don't you ask that cheating, lying, two-faced defendant? The 5 of hearts is still missing in action.
Hold it!
Wait, isn't that a little odd? What's odd? You searched thoroughly and found nothing, which means he didn't cheat, which means he had no reason to strike the victim. Well... Oh, let's go. What was that just now? I sensed something. Something wrong? No, nothing, Your Honor. What to do? Should I press her a little harder? Yes. You're hiding something! What are you talking about? Me? Quick finger? Hide something? The defense will refrain from baseless accusations. I have a question for the witness then. That you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is this true? Of course it's true. I did see it, honest. I saw it when Wright hit him. I think most people would say being called murder is much worse than a cheater. I saw it with my own eyes. I saw him. Saw it when he hit him. Was this weird vibe I'm getting? Like, Koloshi! That witness, for instance, she would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of testimony. Okay, she was touching it before the last line, though. Notice. Touching her neck? Was it? We're going in the zone? Yeah, oh yeah, we're going in the zone. Yeah. This was played in the title screen. Woo! What's going on? Wait a sec. I should do this. You know what I should do? This is some Chunyobing shit. Where's this? Apollo anime power are kicking in. What's going on? Come into focus! There, that twitch! It's so clear! It's like I could perceive her habit like I couldn't before. Okay, we get it. Oh, I have to perceive?
Gotcha!
Let me look at your neck, huh? What's her neck, huh? As you're unaware of self? Unaware of what? Okay, but this doesn't mean shit though. This doesn't mean shit. It'd be like, you have a habit that like when you lie, your body language. Those like videos where like I'm a body language expert. I mean, not all of them. Like most of them will say like it doesn't mean Like, just because you do something doesn't mean something, but it's like if you're doing something out of ordinary that you don't usually do, sometimes that means something or something like that. But it's like that's like this is just basically BSing, and then and then somehow your like the accused is just like, oh my god, that's impossible that you saw through me, and now I'm gonna be like, yeah, I did it. Whenever you get to a certain part of your testimony, you touch the back of your neck with your left hand. My neck? So what? Exactly. What indeed? I hadn't noticed anything of the sort. When she says that part of the testimony, she's subconsciously recalling something. Her body reacts to a memory and she touches her neck. Sure of it. A memory? Would someone care to explain what he's babbling about? He's fucking like imagining shit. This is highly unusual, but let's ask the defense. You claim the witness is remembering something. Maybe you have evidence of this memory to show us. Her habit is scratching her neck whenever she talks about the moment of crime. The choking? So what would remind her most of the moment of the crime? Whenever you recall the crime that night, you scratch your neck. I've noticed it happen when you think about the moment of the crime. There must be some reason behind this habit of yours. I don't know, her neck is just itching. I believe the weapon that left an irreversible impress on your neck is this. The weapon? This is the only weapon. Like, the bullets are not a weapon. Whenever she talks about the moment of crime, she touches her neck. And when it reminds us more about that moment than this model, the murder weapon. Okay, yeah. But something doesn't fit. Apollo, my Sharian is activating? If you were only the witness to the crime, why would that make you touch your neck like you're in pain? That doesn't look like she was in pain. What's he talking about now? Nonsense. It was Mr. Smith, the victim, who was hit, not you. This is cross-examination, not the cross-wild conjecture. The witness, habits, they're completely irrelevant. I'll admit, I'm a bit confused myself. This is certainly a unique cross-examination. I'll explain later, just trust me. Now's our only chance to break her. Please specify in detail about the moment of the crime. The very moment. I am knowing nothing. We know you're not Russian. Witness will testify, please now. Bro, why did she have to go back to, like, just to say niet? And be like, okay, now I testify, go back to private form. Bet, fine. He's the only one who did it. I didn't let him out of my sight until the cops got there. I mean, this is the first lie. He was calling to floors, like, at the ground level. Humanly. Try standing up here. We will. Her eyes are darting all over the places. I must be getting warm. Tell me, after the crime, what was the defendant like? Well, he must have been stunned by the weight of his crime. Crime, he sat in the daze at the table until the cops came. And true, you believe you got a testimony, you're going to get out of this witness, yeah. So what do you think about the fucking lie? Like, what I think, her testimony is flawed. Basically bogus. Contradicts evidence. What's that? Apollo literally gaslight everyone and everyone I know. Knows the evidence. Okay, we're not gonna even BS everything else. Just first line. Evidence you claim contradicts testimony. She didn't let him out of sight until the cops got there. Yeah. The evidence that contradicts that. Phone. We have a record here that clearly contradicts what you said. It states that the police were alerted by a report from the defendant. And we know that the defendant left the room. Yeah. Climbed the stairs and made that phone call from the first floor of the club. So explain how you kept your eyes on the defendant when he left the room entirely. Oh! Oh, the last there! Man who picked up the bottle and swing it at that night wasn't the defendant. It was you. Or what, she got hit? Oh. Check his pocket now. It's gone. Car's gone. To lose. Just then, Smith grabbed the bottle from next to right and he hit me. You, the master of cheating you turned out to be. Eek! When I came to, the victim was already dead. Is that it? Is that it? That's why I couldn't reveal who I really was. If I came out that I was in league with Smith, I'll be a suspect for sure. Well, where does this leave us? Madness. This is madness. I'm dreaming. Must have been me who was hit with the bottle and I'm imagining all this. Here's our prosecution is at his wit's end, and frankly, I can't believe it. Mr. Gravel, what do you think about this turn of events? So, I believe that as a defense in this case, we're compelled to call her a big fat liar. What? We were in that room the night of murder, the defendant, the victim, and her. And she has a motive. Her plot flowed, and the witness got into argument with her client, Mr. Smith. And the moment of that argument was murder. What? I didn't. I'm no killer. The trap. Someone's trying to frame me. What tangled webs we weave when we practice to deceive. So tangled we catch ourselves in the process. Right? Such a hasty conclusion. Not like you, Christopher. Like, no. What are you saying? Why not consider the other possibility? There's a fourth person, that there was another person in the room at the time of the murder, yep. For pain he had no say in the case so far. I mean, he never had a say in any case, no? Right. Like Mr. Wright was saying before we recessed, a single card was swapped into the victim's hand after the murder, and the one who sought the card didn't know the two colors of card being used. A fourth person. Ha! The theory again, your fourth person doesn't exist, indeed. That's why I decided to bring this case to court here, where there's no escape and no chance for deception. The perfect place to catch the real criminal. The real criminal. And we're in luck. A clue to the real criminal's identity was kindly provided for us, and right at the beginning of the trial, no less. What? Apollo harassing, know what I'm talking about? No? Sorry? Remember what I said. The fourth person who sought the cards made a critical error. He or she wasn't considering the color of the backs of the card. Right. But how could such an obvious mistake occur? The card used for the last game were red. Yet there is one person here in our court who thought those cards were blue. Okay, so somebody is colorblind, yeah. Yeah, I had that impression too, but why? Well, Apollo think he can figure out who it was. It's not me, I swear. Who's this fourth person? Why do I get put in a spot like this? Let's hear what the defense has to say. Who was it? Who thought the cards used in the final game were blue? What? What? So is Pain or Rabble? Boss. So it's Rabble. He fought by an air game, but in this one he's completely lost and confused. You're talking about in 4 or like in general just in 4?
Take that!
Gravel? Okay, it's Gravel. As I expected. Your eyes and ears are sharp as your hair. Your hair is spiky Portuguese. Okay, like we just have like 2 Alhego. Agoe? I was right. Presto Gravel, you were the 4th person that night. I'm playing Ace Attorney. 4. The Apollo Justice. The first one in the trilogy, but it's like the 4th game basically. But of course, he knows the color of the cards. How could he? As you can see, the photo of the crime scene is black and white. Okay, but he was there, no? Can't tell which of the cards are blue and the ones on the floor or the table. But look, you can see the colors in this photo. Yes, but when he said the cards were blue, it was well before this evidence came into light. Oh. What do you mean bird of prey? It is true that the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim. Yet it was only that, a game. In the purest sense, a competition, Your Honor. Competition, yes. A test of wits, yes. Silent clash of passion. Only the cars, their backs squirts and blue flames. No, as final outcome. Well, Christopher. Mr. Grabbin, is something the matter, huh? No, nothing. Excuse me, it was just so sudden. You know you can stand on the stand now? Right, you aren't seriously accusing me, are you? Oh, Christopher, you know even I'll never take a joke this far. Like a hockey goal? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. It's gone beyond ridiculous, beyond dumb, this is insanity. The defendant accusing his own defense attorney of murder. I assure you, I'm quite sane. But what possible connection could Mr. Grabo have with the victim? Have to the victim? I wasn't aware that I had a connection to Mr. Sid either. Yes, but Grabo and the victim had never met. Well, what if they have? Huh? Possibility, after all. They may have met that night before the game started. What are you suggesting? Is the truth Mr. Wright was being silent about? Well, only one thing to do. The defense would like to request that you testify to the court. The defense would like to request no such thing. Cabinet? Testimony must relate to the case. How could anything happen before the game of the poker to be related? Not sure I follow, Mr. Grammon. As I explained before, the defense believes that Mr. Oli. Am I to assume you speak for the Mr. Justice and this? He is the defense, not you. Mr. Justice, the matter of the testimony is up to you. Oh, okay. Does the court, in your opinion, need to hear? Bro, if I say I don't need to hear, what happens? I wanna know. No, I don't need to. As much as I liked it, I guess the testimony isn't related to the case per se. You heard what the judge said, Apollo? Okay, we're forced to just hear him talk about it. It's your decision, yours. Just as you're seriously considering. I'm sorry, Mr. Grabo, but now when I've gone this far, we might as well go all the way. Yeah, so I don't have a choice. The defense would like to request that Mr. Wright testify to the court. Very well, the defendant. Mr. Wright will take the stand, please. Let's go. Appetite? Appetite before murder. Bruh. Okay. That evening, Christopher and I had dinner. We sat at a table in this photograph. Shoddy Smith walked in 5 minutes after Christopher left, when the trap failed. Smith hit the waitress. The girl was knocked out cold, and Smith was uncontrollable. I left to call the police. When I returned, he was dead. Blood streaming from a cut on his forehead. That's when I made another phone call to defense attorney Gravin. For what? Oh, be like the call in the beginning where like I need you. Gravin, you were at the bowl club the night of the murder. I dealt with him rather frequently, and he talked to the defendant on the phone directly after murder. Quite against my will, I had become involved in the murder. I thought I might be in need of a lawyer, so I called him. Yeah, you were planning this all along, weren't you? Right? Just because you wanted to drag me into your little murder trial. The only thing I want is the truth, as I did back then and now. I thought my office was doing you a favor when we took on your defense. Here's that I was wrong. Hear that I was wrong? Very well, the defense may cross. Justice, sir. He's lying, and you're going to expose him. Understood, sir. Mr. Graham and Mr. Wright, this can't end well. Why can't I have a normal trial? There's no normal trial in Ace Attorney. What are you talking about? Yeah, dinner with Mr. Grabo, yes. Dines with me at the bowl club quite frequently. We were enjoying a usual dinner at our usual spot as usual. Usual. I always eat at the table closest to the piano, I see. Where Mr. Smith was sitting. So the plates on the table were from your dinner. Indeed, the remains of my meal with Christopher. We dined for 2 hours, then Christopher left after that. 5 minutes, so the two of them could have passed the restaurant during that time. That would have been a fatal encounter to be sure. Oh, Mr. Wright, what was it you said? Christopher Gravin and Shani Smith may have met? Believe I did say that. Here I was all nervous about this meeting, and now we hear just a pass in the hall. That does seem a little weak as a pretense for murder. Oh, Would be if that were all that really happened. Come on, Mr. Red. What are you hiding this time? When the trap fell, hit the waitress. You gotta understand, man, this is the most normal case you're gonna have in your entire career. Yeah, this is the tutorial about this fail trap. Same trap that you mentioned. I feel like, I mean, at least to this point, I feel like this trial is pretty hard. Comparing to everything, like, from the first trilogy and AAI. Plan was simple, elegant, really. You see, we set up a trap of sorts. I was to plant a card in the pocket beforehand, yeah. And then deal 5 aces during one of the game, yeah. And roll, Smith would call him out in a search right. He will then pull out the planted card and then the trap was snapshot, yeah. Snapshot? You stop the cards. Just like that, the legend would be dashed into pieces. Yes, a harmless prank, in essence. It was by a quirk of fate that I happened to discover it. A quirk. I happened to put my hand in my pocket and found a card. The card she planted. Yes, I stuck a peek at it and found it was the 5 of hearts. I had a feeling something might happen, so I disposed of the cards before the game. Disposed? Where? There was an empty bottle of grape juice I'd been drinking right beside me, and I threw the card inside the bottle. Huh, an empty bottle of grape juice. The murder weapon? It's not a murder weapon, though. Yes, I rolled it up and shoved it in. The colored glasses make it hard to see, brah. A battle would between the deceiver and the would-be deceived. Sounds like a terrific drama. A card inside a murder weapon? That's strange. Did the police miss it in their investigation? Yeah, maybe I'll take a look. Poker, head of courtroom number 3, approves of this battle of wits. Please revise your testimony with the new information. Why in the bottle? Perceive my opponent's intent immediately. I'm used to entrapments, you see? I knew what was coming. Ho ho, so you struck first. I like that. I know every trick in the book. They won't work on me. At least when you get lucky and stick your hand in your pocket, they don't. You hope they remake Professor Loudon at some point? Is there 1 and 2? I forgot. I actually don't know anything about Loudon. I just know it's a spin. Oh yeah, I think there's 2, right? That's the, like, there's like 1 and 2 as kind of like, I guess like a series. Maybe I could play that after I finish Ace Attorney. I mean, like, because like after this, after 6, I'm gonna play Great Ace Attorney, which is 1, 2. After that, the only thing left is basically Lawson. They're not gonna release Ace Attorney 7, so. I mean, if they do, then we play 7. Made the call to the police from the first floor of the restaurant, correct? 怎么不会说中文? Exactly, cell phones don't get a signal down in the hideout. Was anyone else on the first floor at the time? Not a soul, it was the middle of the night after all. So there in the darkened restaurant, I called the cops. After making the call, I returned to the hideout. Didn't seem right to leave the injured waitress alone. 太温柔了. Yasashine. When I returned, he was dead. And when you returned, the victim was already dead. Yes, I'll admit I was a little startled when I walked in. A little. He was bleeding from his forehead after all. Guess I'll be startled too if I walked in on a scene like that. Another call to the defense, yeah. Could you explain why you call Mr. Gravel? I've obviously gotten involved in a rather sticky affair, and I figured Christopher's law office would give me a friend rate for my defense fees. Glad to hear you intend to pay. I'll pay in full. Christopher, it was I who got you involved after all. You may find the price of your defense quite high. Quite high. Is this the truth that Mr. Wright was talking about? Justice, you know what you have to do. He's lying. So expose him now. Yes, sir. I'll have to think. What's Mr. Wright trying to tell me with his testimony? Wait, does he have some like habits? And then we're gonna be like, Class KI. There has to be in there somewhere. Game is the only Ace Attorney game I haven't played yet. Oh, the Lotto one? I see, I see. Yeah, I haven't seen other people played it. So actually, I don't know. The other, like, basically, like, the same writer, he's not on, like, 4 anymore. He only did, like, basically the trilogy. Like, 1 through 3 and, like, Great Ace Attorney. A Great Ace Attorney. He also had, like, is it called Ghost Trick or something? Like, it's not Ace Attorney, but it's, like... I guess it's supposed to be, like, one of his peak, like, writing. That makes sense? And I know, like, people told me, what is it called in English? Let me check. What is it in English? Zero Escape? Like, the plot, like, he had, like, that series. I know about it. I haven't seen any other people played it. I've seen people play 428. Actually, I think they just recently had, like, a crowdfunding of, like, a remake or something. So, there's that. I played his, AI Soul File, which is getting, like, kind of like a DLC soon. 对对对，极限脱出。之前群内有老哥跟我讲，是极限脱出还是另外一个系列啊？反正就是也是好像是脱出系列吧，好像可能不是脱出系列，我忘记了。反正就是跟我讲，我说啊，我知道达月嘛，我知道达月，但没有玩过，没有赢过。我说我赢过428，就是这种类型的游戏都可以。对，就是比较长而已。DBT 是什么？ Yeah, Ghost Trick is amazing. Yeah. I've seen like a little bit, but I don't know the plot. Like I've seen like people played it, but I didn't finish the series. So, but I guess what like ABG is it ABG? Visual novel / like stuff that's like solving logic stuff is like I'm good. I mean, but like I'm interested. That's what I mean. 打月的话，我只打过 AI。 然后不是马上要出，就是什么不眠的打铁吗？因为我有朋友很喜欢打鱼，鱼儿太可爱了，太可爱了。Mizuki best girl. I mean I like her sister as well. 就是她双胞胎是姐姐对吧？姐姐我也挺喜欢的。 今天有个推理游戏要发布，好多游戏，Kill the Clock， 没中文啊，这什么东西？没中文不是问题。Yeah, I mean, I've also mentioned this. Like, I'm really interested in like werewolf games or like killer games. Like, not as like a player, but like I watch competitive shit. Like, not like recently, because like the kind of I don't know, vibe is a little bit different. But it's like the OG ones are like insane. 而且我之前讲过，我很喜欢看狼人杀。虽然最近的一些比赛就是感觉就是气氛不太一样了。 但是我是忠实狼人杀，不是玩家，但是是观众。这什么职业竞赛啊什么的我都看的好吧 ？Murder mystery 也行，都行，类似就 like yeah murder mystery like what puzzle is it like puzzle logic， 就任何推理的都可以吧。主要是因为我现在游戏太多了，所以不太会开新坑吧。 看情况，就是最近肯定是不会开新坑。Yeah, the problem is like I have a lot of stuff that I kind of want to finish. So it's like, at least like, I guess like ABG or murder mystery, especially if it's long, is gonna be like probably after AA, which is gonna be like a while. Like for example, if it's like AI, like the AI DLC is like maximum like it wouldn't be over 50 hours. Well, I mean, to be honest, Ace Attorney is like maybe 50 hours, less than 50 hours per game. The problem is like their series. That's why this is taking like long. That's the only reason. 就其实有些游戏的话，像 AI 的话，它可能没有50个小时吧。就我没有说要全部打，就是全部打，就是拿奖励啊。就是正常的一周目通关的话，其实50个小时内是能打完的。其实逆转裁判也是能50个小时打完的，唯一的原因是因为它很多步，所以才这么久。That evening, Christopher and I had dinner. We sat at the table in this photo. Yeah. Wait, I already pressed this, right? 对，马上就要出 DLC 了。对，我可以玩。我1、2都有玩过。You had dinner? Yeah, usual spot. Wait, usual spot? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I did click this. Okay, so for some reason it didn't went to the next line. Okay. Walked in 5 minutes. Wait, did I already press everything? No, okay. So the two of them could have passed. Okay, wait. Oh yeah, I already pressed everything. Oh yeah. I already pressed everything. So we need to present something. Oh, it's the bottle. Fine. Yeah, the bottle. It's not in the bottle. Yeah.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, if I may. Yes. I examined the bottle and I don't see any card in here. No. What, Mr. Wright? Surely this isn't all you have to say for yourself? Can't say that I know what happened to the card. I did put it in a bottle, however. Perhaps the 5th person came and took it out. Oh, and the 6th person could have helped. Bravo, Mr. Wright is your client. My apologies are honored. One of you, this Farragut, our investigator. We looked inside that bottle, there was nothing. So what's going on? Is Mr. Wright hoodwinking us again? Or did the card just disappeared? In any case, please continue the cross-examination. I'm afraid decisive contradictions call for decisive evidence. Oh, push him harder, Justice. Break him. Break him! Okay, we're gonna do our ability. It's just you and a witness in the range. Go for the KO. Why did I get the feeling we're not on our client's side anymore? That's it? Wait. Something new? What? Did I just do it again? It wasn't bleeding? Blood? There was no blood? I mean, that's blood. There's no cut?
Objection!
Oh, that's wrong. Wait, it's just the bottle again then. I press him again? Is that like what they mean by press? Why in the bottle? This is the same. I like no trick. Okay. Oh yeah, also there's like what? Gate is having like a new... I don't think it's a remake, it's like a new series next year. 搞错照片了。我还想起来，十日门明年也要出，是新作，不是重置。虽然我没有玩过，我看了动画，但是我觉得还好吧。可能是因为时代原因，我没有觉得特别的神。就是它的有一些点，我其实 get 不到，就是怎么解释？就是一些就是很明显就是非常重要的一些轨迹方面，它的这个原因就不太能说服我。就那个逻辑点，你知道吧？就有点但是我没有玩过游戏，但是就是不，我觉得有点难评。Yeah, so I'm saying like for Steingate, I've never played the game, but I watched the anime and I don't know if it's because like you know, it's like sometimes like past game, you know, it's like ever 17. It's like, oh, people use it like they've used it now is like, but it was like a shock, or it was like pioneer when it came out or something like that. So to me, like the time thing wasn't like crazy, and then the key parts, the key like I don't know, the points that they were trying to say during like not plot twist, but basically like, oh, how it changed, or like, you know, stuff that is like tied to the important parts like didn't really convince me. So it's like Stein is okay for me. I don't know how that bottle didn't break. That's what I was saying. I was like, isn't this glass? Why is it not broken? Like like usually if this is glass. Deadly bottle, yeah, like okay, maybe it's not glass then? Maybe this is plastic. Because if it was glass, this would shatter. The photo? But okay, wait. Can I do this bottle again? Wait, I have to look at this maybe? There's no paper in this though. And I already clicked on everything. Oh, I didn't click on this. No clues here. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Objection!
Okay, yeah, so I just click again. If I may. Yes. Down in the bottle, and I don't see any cards in here. Yeah, okay, I just said we just do it again. No. What, Mr. Wright, surely isn't all that you have to say for yourself, ... I can't say that I know what happened in the car. I did put it in the bottle, however. Press. Oh, this is the same. Okay. Yeah, okay, this is the same. Okay, so yeah, it's something else. Push him harder. Hmm. 5 minutes after left. It's blue because it's blue. Discovered the trap during the game. Dispose of the... Okay, it's... Knocked out Chloe. Was uncontrollable. I left a call. Didn't I already use the cutting on the head with the blood and it doesn't work? You made another phone call. Is it this? Brian photo one. This was taken after though. I have no idea. Nope. Witness statement is clearly false. Sorry, unfortunately you have to penalize. Let's be on the wrong track. Okay, so it's not this. Return, he was there. Okay, so it's this then. No, it is this with the blood. I mean, there's only 2 photos. Okay. Yeah, if I may. Yes. Take a look at this photograph of the crime scene. Victim here. He's wearing a hat. Yeah, I wouldn't think you could see blood on his forehead. Well, I mean, didn't we say that like they put it on later or something? Good point. Good point. Justice. Next time you point out an inconsistency, put a little more oof into it. Right? Can you explain this to the court? I forgot to mention something. I was the one who put the hat on his... Yeah. Eh? You put the hat on the dead man's head. He wore it through our entire poker game. After calling the police when I returned to the scene, his head was in full view. Shiny bright, just like in this photograph. And I picked up his hat off the floor and put it on his head. Why would you do anything like that? Like, respect the dead? All I can say is, I'm sorry. But that's the only thing I touched at the crime scene. So she didn't see it. It being the victim's or his head. I'll think not. She was out cold. Lee, I was the only one who witnessed his head. Here we go again. Gavin, amen. Pardon. It just seems that our client is determined to lie his way through this case. Huh? Hey, he's still our client, isn't he? I believe that's enough of that. Mr. Garvin, this witness's testimony is more like a Travis's. It's riddled with lies. I'm beginning to see how you came to lose your attorney badge 7 years ago. Lore? Plot? Well, you certainly have a unique way of treating your clients, Christopher. I never knew. Lee, it was you who threw the first stone? Yeah. Mommy, Daddy, stop battling! Right, if you intend to ever tell the truth about this case, it's now or never. Don't be misled. I haven't told a single lie here. Eh? When I noticed the trap, put the card and the bottle to dispose of it, and when I put the hat on the victim's head, let's just say I had a reason for that, doing that as well. Reason. That reason is right here. Your cell phone. That night, recall that I spoke with defense attorney Ravlin after calling the police. Just in case, I recorded our conversation. Oh! Was this? Now that we're all here, I see no reason why I shouldn't play it back for the court. Shock! Christopher, I seem to be in a bit of trouble. What's this? Game not going well? Something like that. That gentleman who challenged you, he turned out to be good? He turned out to be dead. Someone hit him hard. You mean someone cracked that fallow's bone trying to play? It wasn't you, was it? Me? Please, the cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands. To come do that, yeah. Oh, he doesn't tell us anything though. Bone trying to play? A kind of porcelain, very smooth and shiny, yeah. And not plate plat. Okay, I believe he was referring to a certain gentleman's balding forehead. Court appreciates the defendant's discretion in not indicating my forehead. Wait a sec. Something's not right about that phone call. What's not right about the phone call? So after Gavin ate dinner with you, he left the club? Most certainly. Then how did he know that he was bald? Oh yeah. When did he see this bone trying to play it? Well, I mean, we just said that they maybe like saw. They went like he came back. I mean, he came back to get something and just saw him. Saw them talking. He had the same phone since game one and it still works somehow. Old phones are like sturdy. Did you know like those like Nokia bricks? Yes. That was when I began to see my good friend in a different light. Troubled, I returned to the crime scene. And when I spotted Mr. Smith's head again, I realized exactly what was wrong. Well, Mr. Garman, the stage has been set. Perhaps you would like to explain this to the court? Exactly how did you come by your privileged knowledge of the victim's head? So this is your reason. The reason why you put the victim's hat back on. Your point? Come down to this, has it, Phoenix, right? Order. I will have order. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? I believe this court has been left with no other choice. Are you prepared to hear the defense attorney Graham's testimony? Well, as a prosecutor, I... Very well, we'll break for 10 minutes. After which Mr. Graham will take the stand for a cross. Are we all clear on that? Clear on that? Crystal clear, Your Honor. Very well, this will be the final recess for the day. So this is the final showdown after this. Is that what we're saying? Gravin and Riot are both in the judge chamber. Who would have thought today would turn out like this? May I? Let's go. Huh? What? Hello, sir. Please pick a card. What's all this about? Oh, is this one okay? Excellent. I have a message for you. The last hand is about to be played. You'll need a trump card to make it. A trump card? The card you have chosen is magical. Use it wisely and the game is yours. That's all. An ace with the blood. Where do I remember that card from? Do you not see the red dot here? Mr. Smith hand had three aces and right to it is 5 aces at all. Yeah, 5 aces at all. It's true, I've seen it. The 5th ace. There was cheating, I swear to you. Missing 5th ace. Wait, this blotch of red. Is this blood? Yeah. Have your trump card now. It's up to you to cut the deck and draw the truth. My father's fate is in your hands. I know you can do it. This blood-stained card is my trump card for finding the truth? Fell deep into thought as my mind raced to understand what this all meant. That girl, I'd seen her recently, but where? That's when I made the connection. She literally said, "Say my father." Like, come on. Could this be the missing fifth face? Can I look at this? Heartbreaker. Okay. Now reconvene. Come on. Literally like single drop of blood mark on the front of the car. That's it. Back. That's it? Nothing. Okay, that's it. That's it. Defense attorney Christopher Gravin, would you please take the stand? Now then, if you would. Mr. Payne, yes, Your Honor. The witness state his name and occupation. Is this far as necessary, Your Honor? Believe me, far stranger things I have gone on in this courtroom. Yes, we have exorcisms, ghosts, spiritual medium. Yeah, we have a lot. There's a lot of shit that happened in this court. Fine, I'll play along. First, there's one thing we need to be made very clear. How did you know about the secret beneath the victim's hat? By secret, I'm guessing he means the fact that Mr. Smith was bald. Forgive my curiosity, but what is it about this fellow's head? Your Honor seems to have make it inordinate interest in it. Uh-oh. I wouldn't call it an inordinary, Mr. Gravin. It's alright. What do you think you're doing, right? Well, things sure look different from the other side. You know what I mean, Apollo? Speaking of looking from the other side, let's consider something for a second. The victim wore the hat all night, never once taking it off except for that one time. That one time. Being the instant he was hit. Oh. When Mr. Wright returned for reporting the crime, the hat was lying on the floor. Mr. Wright picked it up and placed it on the victim's head. In other words, in order to have seen Mr. Smith's bald head, would have to have been there in the hideout at the time of the crime. In other words, I must be the real killer, is what you're trying to say. Not bad, Apollo. Mr. Gravin, I'm afraid that I haven't been entirely honest with the court. What? Oh, I assure you, I had the noblest of intentions. If I did it all to protect my client, Mr. Wright. Yet, I'm afraid in the current situation, I see little reason to hide anything. Very well, allow me to tell you the truth of what happened that night. Finally, you may begin your testimony. Tell us how you were involved in the events of that fatal night. Okay. The rage I sensed in that mind that night troubled me, so I returned to the club. Went down to the basement and peeked in through the little window to the hideout. It must have been right after the murder took place. The victim was dead, as he appears in the photo. A bald head and a conscious girl, and Wright holding a bottle in his hand. I sensed that was not the best place for me to be at the time, so I left. That was when the call came from Wright. Oh, they changed the voice actor for Phoenix? They did? For English? I'm not entirely sure. I don't think they changed it for JP. It's just that the anime is different. Like the anime and the game is different. For better or worse, I missed the actual moment of the Mr. Gravin, may I remind you that you're on Mr. Wright's defense team. Your testimony is clearly disadvantage to your client. That's fine. What else could I say? I'm standing on the witness stand after all. So you are. Mr. Gravin, and you had to testify as you just did. You had to tell them you saw the scene of the crime through that little window. Mr. Wright, you had to say that because that was the only probable window of opportunity, right? Apollo, oh. Defense should do the cross. Mr. Justice, are you prepared? Yes, Your Honor. Can't believe I'm going up against Mr. Graffle. This trial is getting weirder and weirder. That fateful night. Rage I sensed in that man that night troubled me. Yeah. That man, you mean Mr. Smith? He was different from the other customer, his aura, shall we say. I knew he was a serious poker player, but it was more than that. So then you knew the true nature of your client's job? Of course, but I also knew he wasn't engaged in gambling, which would be illegal. Well, it makes sense that he'll know they're friends, after all. Worried for my friend, I returned to the club. You see, I fear this Mr. Smith might be someone coming to settle an old score. I see what happened then. Peek. Window to hideout. The little window, you mean the one used to keep watch up the sphere? Oh, okay. For English, the voice actor that did Phoenix voiced him for 5 and 6 and redid the voice lines for this game's remake. Is there a reason? Did it just like not work with the VA like anymore? So there's a new one? AAA? Yes, a relic of the ancient past. The black marketers used it, I believe. Why did you go through the trouble of peeking in through the window? Wouldn't it have been easier to just open the door and go into the room? Didn't want to upset right, you see. Upset right? Yes. What if my fears have been unfound? I'll be walking in on their match. Bad form, to say the least. So far, everything he's saying makes sense.
Hold it!
How do you know it was right after the murder? Really, no need to shout, Justice. I was just getting to that part in my testimony. There he is, the coolest defense in the West we know and love. Even when you're standing up there on a witness stand, some things never change. I was afraid you would change too, right? But you haven't. You and that overbearing personality of yours. With friends like these, who needs enemies? Frenemies? How's it going? We starting with tutorial. Starting with tutorial.
Hold it!
There's some Chunyobi ability here. By photo, you mean the second photo of the crime scene? Spicy, you see, he wasn't wearing his hat then. I saw his head when he was dead. And then right came in. You can't. The window doesn't. You can't see the head. You wouldn't know. All is that the times the fight came out, they had complete different voice actor. I see. Oops. No, go back. Okay. Can you describe the scene of the crime for us? Bald? I don't think they can, but I don't have the diagram in the court records though. Those were the only 3 at the scene of the crime? Yes, as far as I saw at least. Then we're back to where we started. The killer was the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Who else could it have been? But why didn't you talk to the police? 2 reasons. First, I didn't actually witness the very moment of the crime. Second, my office was asked to defend Wright. Even after seeing what I had seen, I couldn't abandon my friend.
Objection!
There must have been someone else in that moment of the crime. Justice, I just said I saw no one. Not a soul. But that goes against what Wright said, yeah. This mysterious 4th person who would conveniently be the real killer, I suppose. Glad to see we agree. Let me pose a question then. Tell me, what possible reason did the real killer have to swap the cards in the victim's hand? Huh? Perhaps you can show us the reason why such a thing would be necessary? How can I show something? I can't find myself. I mean, the card that has the blood, no? The card that was swapped out was the 5th ace. The 5th ace, yeah, right. Well, the question of why the killer would swap a card has been raised. Can you point a reason? Yes. No evidence. Now or never, the defense would like to present evidence to the court. Evidence showing the reason why a card was swapped out. Real Loki looked like he has an avatar aim arrow. Oh, you talking about the victim, Mr. Smith? Oh yeah, because of the head, right? The head getting hit? I know. Yeah. Even his beard. Yeah, I could see it. He's an airbender. Yeah. he's like aim when he's like old and like Korra. Or what's the other, I forgot. There was another dude. Not Boomy. I forgot, but like they just look like old airbenders basically. Elder airbenders. Go ahead and point your reason. Yes. Why did the killer take the 5th ace? Because the 5th ace here. Look. Okay, present. It's kind of weird Can I change this, or is this a new system where like I have to click present? It used to be you could just do this though. Like, I guess now it's like when you click, it goes through the detail.
Take that!
Dang it! I see, I see. My reason is this. Is that an ace? Why? It's got blood on it, right next to the spade. What? Oh, this is insane. Why wasn't I told about this? Why? Could this be the missing fifth ace? Inconceivable. How could you? What are you doing with that card? Well, why are you blushing? That's the thing. Oh, why Mr. Gravel so upset? Just a fishy card from some fishy girl. Oh, that card is mine. That is, I picked it up at the club that night after the murder had occurred. I gave it to my daughter. Cards are her stock and trade after all. No. Impossible. Unacceptable. The court cannot accept this evidence. It's fraud. Fraud? How can you be so sure? What? I would think the only person who would claim it was fraud could be the one who took the real card from the crime scene, the real killer. Allow me to elaborate. If this trace of blood was the reason for the killer to take the card from the scene of the crime, where are you going with this? That's his what? You're gonna look at this photo and at the victim's head. At the moment of crime, his hat fell to the floor, and a trickle of blood ran from the forehead down to the back of his head. Oh, so it's his blood. Couldn't a drop of that blood have fallen on one of the cards? I suppose. The killer then took the card to hide the blood. Why? Regardless, the evidence is non-permissive. Oh, right. Regardless of how you wasted the last 7 years, you be a lawyer. You know what a serious crime it is to conceal evidence. Oh, we can discuss that finer point of our legal system later. What's important now is that I've answered your question. What are you talking about? You wanted to know why the killer would have taken the car from the crime scene, and now I've told you. That one drop of blood would have been decisive evidence, you see. This is baseless conjecture, baseless. Twitching. Oh, I assure you it's quite based. What? It's amazing, really. How a single drop of blood on a single card can lead us to the truth. Quite simple. Well, Apollo, yes? Try picturing the scene of the crime. Try picturing the scene of the crime in your head. Oh, what the fuck? 3D. Murder took place in the hideout. The body of the lookless victim was found at the poker table, and before the killer swapped the card out, there was a single card with a single drop on it in the victim's hand. Why they even being lawyers? They doing their work themselves? What do you mean? Given this, there's one decisive problem with this thing. What is it? Let's keep it simple, shall we? Given that there was a drop of blood on the car whose position in this hammer doesn't fit. The victim, the killer, the witness, the second witness? Drop of blood. Right. Here, note 2? Yeah. He said a thing? He said what? Is this? Yeah. Wright is doing more work to defend himself than Apollo, and the witness is doing more than the prosecution. No? My base? Oh, yeah. Hey, good. Second witness position is the problem. The second witness, that would be Mr. Garrow. Yes, the second witness position is far less problematic than yours right now, Justice. Perhaps? Prelicis is a better word. And I'll see what the bloodstained card has to do with the second witness location. Oh. I'm afraid you're more than the penalty this time. Is Wright's position? Can you think it over? Oh, the killer. Given that there is a drop of blood. Victim? I don't fucking know. It can't be right. Okay, why is right here though? Killer. Well, for warning the killers in one place, I think. Oh, you think? Uh-oh. So it's right? Oh, it's the victim. The job here is not to think, but to know. What the fuck? I need to think? Just looking at you reminds me of my old days, not the good old days per se. How does a good old penalty sound? One more time? Okay. What are you saying? Okay, it has to be him then. Not the witness. Victim. Oh, BGM didn't change? We get guilty. I don't follow your logic here, brah. Look at the victim was struck on the head, sending him back in his chair. Would you think any blood would fall behind the body, not on the table in front of him? Oh, it's right. Ah, take a look at the photo again. If he bled in his position, yeah, okay, the blood would fall onto the floor, not on the cards. Wait, that's right. So, what does this mean? Okay, no guilty, good. Incidentally, we were sitting in swivel chairs. Swivel chairs? Oh, man. Oh, try turning the chair around. Oh. What the fuck? How do I... Point out? Wait, how do I turn the chair? Point out. Oh! Chair was facing the other way. Would have to be. This 3D is like... We have to assume that at the time of the crime, at time of the murder, the victim's chair was facing away from the table. When Mr. Wright turned from informing the police which way was the chair facing, when I came back to the room, the bloody was facing as seen in this photo. That would mean the killer turned the chair back around. Let's take the next step. Let's take the next step. Look at the diagram once more. We know that the victim was facing away from the table at the time of the murder, but it creates another significant contradiction. Again, let's test your reasoning skills again, shall we? Whose location on the diagram contradicts? Now it's him. The victim killer? Yeah, here. You can't see, no? It has to be this. Come on. Yeah, what doesn't make sense is the second witness. You mean to say I don't make sense? Oh, yeah, no, of course you do. Sir, as I thought. Oh, fuck, help! Oh, no. Uh-oh, guilty! That's enough. I see no need to further prolong this trial. The defense case is insufficient to overturn the prosecution's claim. The score find the defense Phoenix, right? Bro, just letting this go down? This is the third time. Uh-oh. What's the contradiction now, then? Mr. Justice, I'm a little hard on hearing. Did you just say something? Would you be kind of to show the court one more time what you mean? That's the reason. I don't fucking know. It can't be the victim again. As the victim again? Well, the contradiction positions the victims again. How many contradictions can one man have? No, you're certainly giving him a run for his money. Uh-oh, I missed again. The killer. Giving him another chance, Your Honor. As you can see, he quite clearly regrets his mistake. I'm not sure I see that, but very well. One more time, please. Bruh. Okay, there's only two more. This is a 50-50. It can't be right. Why? Victim was struck from the front, correct? Okay, yeah. Indeed. Well, wouldn't it be hard for the killer to hit him from the front? Sitting where his indicator currently is? I would think it'll be quite hard, yes. Yeah. I mean, but you could just turn it around again. Yes, but what you're saying makes no sense. Why would the victim suddenly turn to the face of the wall in the middle of the game? Believe us, the reason will soon come to light. What? There's something in this diagram that's far less sense, actually. It makes far less sense. Look at the diagram. The victim was struck while he was sitting, as shown here. Where would his assailant be standing? Huh? Try marking it. What? But there's no room to put a mark where the killer should be. Don't worry, let's go through and see what we can find. The cabinet? We know the victim was facing toward the wall at the time of the crime. That's the only thing we know for sure. Try to forget about everything else. Here. Killer had to be standing. Well, Here. You get points for flair, but that's about all you get. I thought I was onto something here too. I hardly need to point out that standing here would be impossible. The victim is facing a solid cupboard. Are you claiming the killer climbed the cupboard and hit him from above, huh? It's simple logic, really. If this is the only place the killer could have been standing, then that means that at the very moment of the crime... Wait, I know. At the moment of the crime, the cupboard wasn't there, yeah. What's this now? I mean, that's the only explanation, right? Mr. Graben? Your Honor, I have a suggestion for the defense. We should arrange to examine the cupboard and a hideout immediately. Philip, send a team to the crime scene immediately. Have them try to move the cupboard. Your Honor, what? There's one more thing your men should look for. Please give this to the Philip. Huh? Yes. I see. You do belong in a courtroom after all, Mr. Wright. I do my best. What is this? Now they taking orders from you? Let's forge ahead here while we wait. Look at the diagram. Once again, it's been changed. Killer was standing here at the time of the crime, then this cupboard wasn't here, which means Apollo, try moving the cupboard. I mean, it was next to the window. Yeah. Yeah. As you can see, the cupboard was the problem. At the time of the murder, it has to have been shown here. Yeah. Now we point at him. Now everything is placed in the reconstructed the moment of the crime. Oh my, what's this? What is it now? Look at the diagram of the crime scene once more. Here's we found yet another contradiction. What I believe to be the final contradiction. Yeah. In fact, huh? Oh, nay. Notice something, Apollo? Our line of deduction is rapidly approaching its logical conclusion. Now then, please point to the new contradiction. Okay, I know this. Well, I mean, my point was like in the beginning, he couldn't have seen that they're bald. Like from this point of view angle, anyways. Now the cupboard, are we okay with assuming it was moved? Sure, why not? Well, if it was, something really doesn't fit. The cupboard would have completely covered up the window to the stairs. That's right, someone standing outside wouldn't be able to see in. Someone like Mr. Graben. What did you say? Oh, is the coolest defense in the West losing his cool? Don't expect me to play along with your little game, right? It's only a game until someone gets killed, Mr. Graben. And someone was, while the window to that room was blocked by a cupboard. So, Mr. Graben, perhaps you would like to explain to the court? Exactly where did you witness the crime scene from? Excuse me, Your Honor? Order. This is a court of law and I will have order. We just now received a word from our investigation team at the club. They're examining the cupboard and the hideout, Your Honor. Oh? And what did they find? Well, Your Honor, it turns out there is a secret passage behind it, yeah. Are we shocked? What? And yes, I believe I mentioned something of the sort before. This is one of the tricks to the room many of our regulars know about. I do remember him saying something about that now that he mentions it. The secret passage is a handy thing to have when you're engaged in illegal going on. Never know when you might need to duck away from the eye of the law. So the room has a secret passage. Where does it go? The other side connects to the restaurant above. The underworld bosses would get away from the cops and enjoy a cold bowl of brochure, no doubt. Just like our killer. Just no BGM. You see where our line of simple deductive reasoning has led us, Apollo? I see it, but I don't believe it. That girl wasn't kidding when she said I needed this trump card for the last hand. Time of the murder. The window was blocked and the victim's hat was only off his head for a few minutes between Mr. Smith's murder and Mr. Wright's return from calling the cops. In other words, the only place anyone could have seen the victim's bald head was from inside a hideout. Well, Mr. Graben, come on, say something. Dare I ask what really happened that night? Actually, I think we can probably figure it out ourselves at this point. That night, for whatever reason, our killer had a date with Mr. Smith, a date with Destiny. There, he crouched high, hidden in a secret passageway behind a cupboard, holding his breath, waiting for just the right moment. Then the chance came, and he took it. Eek! Why did you do that? Wait here. I'll get help. Early was out of cold, struck by Mr. Smith. But his time was soon to come. Mr. Wright went upstairs to call the cops, leaving Shotty Smith alone in the hideout with the unconscious dealer. Then our killer stepped out from the secret passage and into the hideout. The victim must have heard the cupboard sliding aside. He wheeled his chair around and looked in. Ah. After the deed was done, the criminal must have seen the blood on the car. He would have, of course, realized that it needs to destroy the evidence. That single spot of blood told the whole story of the crime. It does? Too bad for him, he didn't linger any longer in the hideout that night. If he had, he might have noticed the cars on the floor, and the fact that they were all red. Okay. Is that it? Do we get to confess? Oh no, we haven't. This is not stage 2 yet, no. Well, it seems this trial has taken yet another turn. So many turns, not so? Truly sorry I had to see this day come, Mr. Gravin. Mr. Gravin? Mr. Paint? Yes, Your Honor. Prosecution will continue its investigation. As for Mr. Freenis Wright, defendant, hereby cleared of all suspicion. Right? Believe me when I say that I don't believe this is happening, Mr. Gravin, but I'm afraid circumstances call me to issue a warrant for your arrest immediately. Rah. Oh, no need to apologize. I'd rather enjoy myself. It's not every day you get to witness a legendary attorney's dirty tactics firsthand. Your point, Mr. Gravin? Frankly, Your Honor, I'm shocked that a person of your caliber would be taken by such a low-grade parlor trick. Excuse me? The defendant is cleared of all suspicions. This is hardly the time for jokes, Your Honor. Mr. Wright hasn't proven anyone's guilt or innocence here. What he has done is use illegal evidence to put the blame on someone else, and not just anyone else, but me, his own defense attorney. Illegal evidence. Let me ask you, Mr. Gravin, is there still any reason at present to suspect me of wrongdoing? Of course, this bottle, for instance. The bottle of grape juice Mr. Wright was drinking. How do you intend to explain away the fingerprints on a murder weapon, and not just any fingerprint? Am I right? What, like upside down, Mr. Paint? Or actually, yes. The fingerprint on the bottle were upside down. Seem to recall this being an issue earlier. The court, and this case, demand an explanation. I can think of only one reason why one would hold a bottle upside down, and that is to hit someone with the bottom of the bottle. Well, Your Honor? See how to caught fish squirm to the last well follow? Grape juice? Yeah, okay, so I think it was grape juice in the OG. Because remember in AAI and investigation, they also had grape juice. So for sure it's because they want to make this PG-13. Like not just for like this for English. Your boss seemed awfully concerned about this bottle still, but I'm sure you can come up with a suitable explanation just like that. Yeah, just like what? Why would anyone grab a bottle upside down other than to grip? Don't let him trick you into thinking his explanation is the only legitimate one. Is there really another? Well, I mean, can you fucking explain then? We don't need to, like, you can just tell me what happened. You can look at the court record. I believe you'll find a simple answer here in plain sight. How about you just say the answer in plain words? Exactly! Fancy as fuck grape juice, I know. 100% concentrated grape juice, no artificial flavoring, organic. Be hasty to deliver a verdict without an answer question indeed. No sugar, no GMO. Well, Mr. Justice, Gravin said that the court in this case demanded an explanation. Don't worry, justice won't leave until justice is done. Perhaps the defense would care to enlighten the court? What evidence do you have to explain why the fingerprints on the bottle were upside down? I don't fucking know. Because of this? That's how he holds it? How do I know? Because it's on the other side of the table? I have no idea. I mean, it has to be one of the photos. Grabbed him from the crate? Yeah, I mean, this, right? No, that's how... Upside down, no? Hand it to him? Okay, okay, yeah. It's actually easier to show you than explain. Okay, so I was right. Yeah, place that bottle on the floor next to your chair. Excuse me? On the floor, yes, now. Reach down and pick it up without getting out of your chair. Ah. Yeah. See, you naturally go to pick up the bottle by its neck. With your finger. Upside down. Look at this photograph taken on the night of the murder. Tenant, that here. Playing piano, bottles of grape juice on the floor to the side of his piano bench. You would have naturally picked up the bottle upside down several times. Wow, I can't believe it was that simple. Using my last 2 brain still for. Recall our dinner that evening. Christopher, I was drinking my usual juice then too. Basically, you used a bottle on the table to do the deed. But then you must have remembered, so you went to pick up one of the bottle from under the piano and you switched the bottles. You took one of Mr. Wright's bottle and made it look like a look at a room. Okay, so yeah, that's what I mean by like, so the real one was broken then. Order. What do you have to say to these charges? Fascinating. This is the legendary attorney's frame tactic of misdirection. What? You claim that I switched the bottle. You're like, then where's the real, yeah, where's your proof? I mean, where's the real murder weapon proof? Well, that's, as I thought, more baseless conjecture. I'm afraid that your bottle of proof is quite empty. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Your Honor, when you, initiated the investigation of the hideout earlier, do you recall I requested an additional investigation? Yeah. Oh, yes. I have your memo about that here. Retrieved a bottle from under the piano at the club. And here, one of the bottle in question. What are you going to dust that for bring of us to? I would be surprised if any of my friends would have made a notable mistake true. Yeah. I'll be surprised if any were on that but his. The bottle won't bear a trace of anything, say Apollo. Yes? Why don't you go ahead and examine that bottle? But why? Just humor me. Mr. Wright, that bottle will solve this case once and for all. What? That's some bottle. Oh, the card? Bruh, there's something inside of the bottle. Bruh, we're gonna open it? Okay. What's this? That card. It can't be. Recall that unpleasant woman's testimony for a moment. Yeah, Orly? Yes, our little swingly Devochika? That night I planted the card like I was supposed to, and Wright lost the last hand just like he was supposed to, then Spit searched him. But the planted card was gone. The trap failed. Wait, this isn't... You're telling me that this is the planted card you dispose of? The one you mentioned in the this piece of testimony, yeah. Happened to put my hand in copy and I found a card, yeah. You're like, sus? The 5 of hearts. This is the card. The bottle were swapped. And the only one who could have done that was the 4th person in the club that night. You. Mr. Christopher Gravin. There's fingerprints on this? Oh, crash out. Come on. Oh, the thing up. Lobster. Okay. That is all. Going Super Saiyan? Okay, that was not crazy. That was just like gravity going up. Dun. Okay, I want a better crash out. That was not good. Come on, what's your crash out? Come on. Is this your idea of revenge, Phoenix, right? Revenge? Revenge for the events that took away your attorney badge 7 years ago. My past is like my logic, straight and true. Nothing's changed. All I did was point the finger of justice in the proper direction. Bro turned off gravity for a minute. I know. Fine. He used a stand. Glad we could have this little tete. What is this? Right? This is insane. What about me? Don't I get to prosecute anymore? They're like, you're just here for the fight. Pain. Lee, this time we finally come to the end of our trial. Mr. Payne, do you have a report for us on Christopher Graven? He's admitted everything. We're proceeding, processing his arrest now. Okay, we're done. I see. Still, one has to wonder why he would do such a thing. Didn't even have a connection to the victim, did he? None that we know of. That's right. Have you anything to add? So he just did it to frame him? I'm afraid I can't shed any more light on the matter. About this victim, Mr. Shoddy Smith, his occupation was listed as traveler. Not all profession to be sure, and that's all we knew about him. Arrange a follow-up investigation, Your Honor. Good. Correct? Yes? 7 years, and you still haven't lost your touch. Gavin crash out is insane, just gotta wait a bit. Yeah, that's not his real crash out. That was just like... Christopher Gavin was a man with much significance for me, both as a friend and a lawyer. I feel like I've probably seen his crash out, I just don't remember. He's extremely talented, to be sure. I needed two things before I could confront him. The first was a place where no injustice would be tolerated, this courtroom. The second was a man who could tolerate no injustice. In other words, a defense attorney. You, Apollo. Me. This is a dark time for our legal system. Twisting of justice brought on by our very own initial trial system. We had to set it right. That's right. Our work lies ahead of us. I, for one, am looking forward to it. Well, this seems like a good time to announce a verdict. Court finds the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright Confetti, not guilty. Thumb. Yeah! Is the confetti like... I feel like the confetti is different. Boards and dirt. Okay. We go eat. Thanks, Apollo. Came through, just like I thought you would. Pretty sure I didn't do a thing in there. It was you who cornered Mr. Grau, the killer. I wouldn't have done it myself. You sensed it too today, didn't you? Your ability. I know, my Chunyo being. Why was bro dressed like a boneless gangster? Oh, he's a bum now. He's a bum now. He's not a lawyer anymore. Ability, yes, a sensitivity I lack. You don't come to understand him soon enough. Yeah. Wait, I wonder if he means... Yeah, my Chunyo bin. My eye. I have one question for the witness then. You say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Yeah. Is this true? Of course it's true. What's this weird vibe I'm getting? What was that, Mr. Right? You have to find the answer to that question yourself. The answer, right? Today was full of questions without answers, most of them about Mr. Graven. What possible reason could he have had to commit murder? Perhaps you'll learn that in the days to come. Huh? Wait, you don't know, do you? This locket is the key. Huh? Oh, that reminds me. I met the girl whose picture is in your locket. It's crazy that Phi was supposed to continue Apollo's story. It was? What do you mean? Your daughter, right? That's right, she's my daughter. You know, you're right about this locket. Eh? I took this off his neck the night he died. But it looked like our dear Russian scam artist saw me. So the truth is, this locket really did belong to him. Wait, but that's perjury! Testify, you said that locket was yours. I said no such thing, actually. Huh? I really said that it was a locket with my daughter's picture inside. A subtle distinction, but a distinction nonetheless. And it's the truth. Wait, but then why? Why was the victim wearing a locket with a picture of your daughter inside? Sometimes the straightest path to the truth isn't the best one. Give it time. You're still just getting started with your career. Speaking of which, I may be out of a job. I work for Graven Law Office girl. Be like, I turned in my boss. Like, be like, yeah, we're gonna work with girl. Still can't believe I just saw Mr. Gravin get led away in handcuffs. Follow? Yes. How about coming to work for me? Eh? You mean? At the Right and Co Law office? I mean, there's not a single attorney in my generation that doesn't know it. Can't imagine that to be true, but wait. But didn't you? You're not a... Oh, I turned in my badge. Yes, I'm not an attorney anymore. That incident 7 years ago. That legendary trial. And at the middle of it all was one man. Phoenix Wright. Case reached its sad conclusion and he left law for good. Have you ever thought about coming back to the courts? I am not qualified to stand in a court of law, I'm afraid. Didn't you notice in today's trial, there was a single piece of forged evidence? Forged evidence? What are you talking about? Talking about evidence that shouldn't have existed. A naughty magician's trick. One piece of evidence struck me as odd. It's true. It just seemed, well, too perfect. I'll bet this was the forged evidence. The card. Wait, just breaking the law now, basically, right? Wait, okay. I still keep picking the wrong thing now. You mean this, don't you? I got this from your daughter, Mr. Wright. Yes, that car couldn't have been found at the crime scene. Why? Because the killer took it with him when he left, leaving the wrong car in his face. Luckily for us, court can't accept this evidence. It's a fraud. Fraud? How can you be so sure? I would think the only person who would claim it was fraud would be the one who took the real car from the crime scene, the real killer. My verdict was already handed down 7 years ago. Then you're really... Yes, I forged this card. One look at the crime scene would have told you it wasn't real. But you can't do something like that and call yourself an attorney. Who's calling themselves an attorney? Apollo? So it's true. The rumor is true. 7 years ago. None of that matters much now, does it? What? I punched him. Your story from here on out, Apollo. Perhaps I can help you turn the next page. My office's address. Drop in if you like. Mr. Wright. Oh, about your uppercut. Try yelling, take that, next time. I find it packs a little bit more punch. And Apollo, thanks for today. I had a good time. Like, I was supposed to flesh out Apollo and have Phoenix retire and still be a bum like he is now, but mixed reviews were heavy, so they had to bring back Phoenix out of retirement. Well, I mean, that's why. That's what I mean, like. It's like they... Like, 4, 5, 6 is not, like, highly, like everybody's like, oh my god, it's good. Especially for Phoenix, because, like, the trilogy of 3 was supposed to be the ending. Like, he already has, like, a character development that's fine. Like, they just keep, like, dragging him back because, like, people want to see him, but it's not really good to do. I mean, he was here at 6, but it's not like he was doing it. Yeah. Everyone loved Phoenix so much, they kind of disliked the change they had in mind for Apollo being the new face of AA. Yeah. I guess also Apollo's, like, personality is, like, a little bit different. I don't have anything against Apollo. But isn't 5 even worse? Because a lot of people hate Athena. Girls watch, yeah. It's kind of like, if you guys seen, like, the interview, like, it's like, Miles Edgeworth is, like, super popular. So they have to kind of, like... I mean, they didn't bring him back, like, all the time. But, like, they had to make sure that, you know, like... Because the setting is, like, Phoenix and Edgeworth are both, like, perfect, never lose. Right, so they had to, like, be careful. It's basically like if you keep doing stuff like, you know, just like, you know, all like the new remakes of just like milking. If you keep doing that, you're gonna disappear the character, basically. And with that, Mr. Wright walked out the door, and that's how my first trial ended. A lot of mystery went unsolved, and at the time, I had no idea they were all related. Every mystery that day, connected by a single thread of logic. I'll find out soon enough. My name is Apollo Justice, attorney at law, and this is how my story begins. Yay! And yeah, I guess like I'm always blocking the the title in the corner. Okay. Oh, okay. We don't need to continue the episode. Yep. Yeah. Look at this, look at this. Does it just... Wait, this is all the 4 cases. Yeah, this is all the 4 cases. It's like, kind of like a trailer. Yeah, the Chunyo-ming stuff. Okay, we get the Chunyo-ming. I like to think they hate Athena is because she never had her own game and kind of rushed her backstory and character development in one game. No, I think what happened was, it's like she's useless. What's his English name? Black Will? Like, there's people saying that like she's useless and like, I don't know, like a crybaby or something. I think that's what people don't like about her in particular. I still kind of vaguely remember Apollo's backstory of like, you know, his dad and stuff. I'm not gonna go spoil everything. I mean, I don't remember everything, but I remember saying that, and I think it was fine. Like, Apollo is just like, he's a little bit, I can't say like he's serious, but he's not like the typical, like the face, the face of Ace Attorney. If that makes sense. I mean, Athena's also not. So you're saying that people just didn't like the bum idea? Is Phoenix in 5? I don't remember seeing him like crazy in 5. Well, I mean, do you see the title screen was like 6 is like him basically. Yeah. Well, I mean, it does make sense that like they're supposed to make a trilogy entirely of like him, just like how like 1, 2, 3 works. Maybe if they didn't made Phoenix into a bum, then maybe like they wouldn't be like mad. If like he just didn't show up, or like he was like, you know, like a legend that was like talked about, or like, you know, kind of like a not Easter egg, but like, you know, they'll like he'll show up somehow. Maybe like in kind of like how he played his role in 6, that people wouldn't have a problem. He's in 5. I don't remember he being a big portion of the game, but I've seen it like a long time ago, so I don't remember. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but again, I'll say like this is one of the, I mean, up till now, this is the hardest trial. I mean, like tutorial. Venus became like a mentor kind of character for next games. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like if in what like Apollo Justice, he wasn't like a bum and more like a mentor role, you think maybe people wouldn't be mad? Like, yeah, like because it's the bad part being like he became a bum. Is that the reason? Mm-mm. Okay. Later tomorrow, maybe I'll not to climb and do these. We'll see. I'm not doing 72 hours though. Yeah. Maybe DC gem is better than climbing. We'll see. 25 hours? No. There's no reason for me to climb DC or not climb like grind DC because I'm not gonna talk. It's a mess of people that did like Apollo all that well and Bun right. Yeah, I could see uh like I'm pretty sure like consent is like Phoenix Wright is better than Apollo. But I don't know, like he's fine. Like you can't drag out Phoenix to be like the face for like it doesn't work. He's already like his character development's already like done basically. Also, actually, yeah. Also, the chat box kind of doesn't work on black, I guess, because the quorum was like brown. So maybe like I change it. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Uh-oh. Did I fucked it up? Okay, no, we're fine. Okay, I think I'm good. Yeah, when it first came out. Yeah, I know. Okay. I'll send you guys. Da, 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 da. But yeah, like 4 should be fine. Like 4, like some of the cases should be like 7, 8 hours, but it's nothing. I think nothing like crazy over 10. I think, or I mean, if it's 10, it's kind of like normal. It's gonna be the final case of 6. That's gonna be like close to 20 hours, which I don't think it's worth it to do in one set. Yes. 溜了。